guy that we saw at Micro Center, remember?
Oh, okay.
That guy.
That was the first time I met Jeff.
Yeah. We're live. Hello, and Microsoft, Xbox, my son, episode 2. Well, here it is. We should be live, but, you
The
know.
big reveal is coming.
So Thursday, the big reveal. Anthony's going to pull his pants down and show everyone. Wait, that's the wrong reveal. Wait a minute.
That's what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, please be excited. Anthony's.
Xbox, Microsoft, my son, whatever the fuck he said.
Yeah.
So they're going to be showing off third-party games, Assassin's Creed, all day long. What's going on here?
There's going to be other stuff. We just don't know what yet. I'm assuming that since we've heard no rumblings of Call of Duty, they locked down Battlefield again, and they're going to show that.
Yeah, but Battlefield's not coming out till 2021.
Yeah, but they'll probably still show it, I would think, right? Because they got to show...
Yeah, you're talking next year, Frank. You're
I
talking
want
a
to
year
say
from
they
November.
Yeah, but they got to have one of them.
Working on Battlefield.
So do you think maybe they have Call of Duty?
No, I don't think they.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a Call of Duty year.
They got to show something like that. They got to show one of those for sure.
Oh, okay. I could see them showing Call of Duty, but I thought you meant like lock them down, like for the rights and shit.
No, just like revealing like a first look at Battlefield or Call of Duty or something.
They'll show Call of Duty. They might show Resident Evil 8 because that's supposed to come out in February.
Yeah,
I can see them showing that. Something from Capcom.
Yeah,
because we don't know when Sony's gonna do anything. So these companies might just
Sony
be
doesn't even know what they're doing. Sony doesn't know what they're doing. You hear me?
These companies might just be like, you know what? We'll take the bird in the hand. We'll show it now.
Mark Cerny knows what Manny's gonna sleep with tonight, but he doesn't know anything about what's going on with the system.
No.
You want to
apparently he doesn't even know how to cool
it. Oh.
I was thinking they might even show they might show Warzone like playing on
WWF
the
Warzone.
X.
It's back. It's in your house.
Yeah, they're gonna remaster. No, I meant Call of Duty Warzone. They might show you
we've added more players type thing, or just hey, it runs on this.
Like, hey, look at how good it looks on Series X, because it's a current battle royale that people are playing that's popular.
Yeah, but is that going to be out next summer on this thing?
It should be out at launch, right?
Yeah, but
it's the same architecture of the Xbox.
Yeah, but at launch, you're going to be launching with another Call of Duty though this year.
That's what I'm not sure about.
They're ready to go.
Yeah, no, they're
Rumor
not.
Is Vietnam again?
They're not going to keep Warzone. Yeah, I heard it was Call of Duty Vietnam or something.
So you don't think they're going to do a battle royale?
I think they will, but it's not Warzone.
Okay,
it's going to be
see whatever it is.
Vietnam Zone.
Jungle Zone.
Nam Zone. Optional Rambo deal.
You got to rescue the PS5 from being held hostage by Sony.
They're torturing
the PS5W camp.
They're trying to fit a cooler in there that won't fit.
Yeah.
Please stop. It just won't work.
I'm being abused.
He's in a cage as they're trying to shove the water cooler in.
Well, yeah, you know, that's the dumbest thing I heard. Somebody said, oh, the PS5 is going to be water cooled. Yeah, okay, I'm sure they're going to do that. So you'll have to change it and break it because you're an idiot.
It's going to be 85 pounds.
Yeah. Water cooled. Give me a fucking break. Water cooled.
It'll double as a CPAP machine.
Yep.
Oh, jeez. It's got everything in
it. This one might work with your appliances.
Yeah, it might.
It might be the one.
See, but I feel like if they get if they show Call of Duty at this, they're not going to show it again at the PlayStation thing. Maybe just like a trailer, but I don't know if they're going to show it like running on.
Because I know PlayStation sucks.
Do you think Square comes out and shows Final Fantasy VII?
I
don't know.
Like running on the X?
That is a possibility because it is going to come out right after, a little bit after the launch of it.
Yeah. So
maybe.
You think that's them coming out?
I don't know because Xbox hasn't put out a trailer for it yet. because there's still
They did
it's
by
still like
accident. Remember last year at Gamescom in Germany?
yeah. But I don't know if they can legally put it out yet because it's still technically like a timed exclusive. Like, did
Yeah,
PlayStation show Tomb Raider until they didn't show it till like after, right?
yeah, they didn't show it till
Yeah,
it
they
was
didn't
coming
show it
out.
till after.
Alchemist is in the chat room. He says, just hook up a hose to your PS5.
Yeah, garden
Put it
hose.
right in the HDMI port.
Yep.
Yeah, put it right in Ryan McCaffrey's ass. How about
No, you'll
that?
send angry tweets.
You fucking alien bastard, you. Fuck you, Ryan McCaffrey's.
Yeah.
Go drink some caffeine and shut the fuck
I
up.
could see Avengers being shown. We haven't seen
Yeah.
anything from that since E3.
That has potential.
Hopefully.
I was
Maybe more
thinking
Cyberpunk?
definitely Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
they're
you'll
going to
see.
show
You'll see Cyberpunk
because
for
they
sure.
locked down the marketing rights for that already.
You know, that
so.
might be the featured game. It might
Yeah,
not
Show it
be,
on the
probably
Series
will be
X.
there.
Yeah, it might not be
Now, is
Assassin's
that-
Creed. Sorry.
I was gonna say, is that the opener or is that what they close with? Because they gotta open with something big to get people like excited. They
I
can't
think
just
you
go
open with Assassin's Creed and you close with Cyberpunk.
like Cyberpunk.
Yeah,
that
I'd
would
say
make
the same
sense.
thing.
Because you want people hyped for Cyberpunk, and that's coming this year. And yeah,
Yeah.
Assassin's Creed's coming this year, but that's at the end of the year.
And both
Yeah.
games, you can just buy them for Xbox One, and you'll get all the stuff when the Series X comes out, which is
Pre-order them
awesome.
now, and we'll give them to you for free.
Half the buttons won't work on the fucking thing, but
Oh,
that's
man.
fine.
Yeah, what happened? So you got the Cyberpunk controller, and what happened here?
Well, first off, they fucking ship it like all the way up on the mountain, so I had to fucking go up there to get it because they're like, "Oh, we're not gonna ship it to you in person. We'll just say that we delivered it." I go pick it up, and then like, what if the fucking menu button doesn't work? And I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Oh, man. Yeah, you know, I've heard of stuff like that because they come from China, and they're manufactured like with the cheapest part. Both controllers,
Yeah.
PS4 and Xbox One. But you know, some of them just aren't put together properly. I had the Armed Forces controller when the Xbox One first came out. I bought a couple of them, and the second one that I opened, the D-pad was like shot, like out of the box shot. So I returned it, and the other one worked, but I ended up just selling it and getting rid of it.
The one company that I always have issue with controllers is PowerA. They always have
yeah.
some sort of fucking issue.
I bought the officially licensed PowerA Joy-Con charger, and out of the 4 of them, only 2 of them worked. And I had to write
Wow.
them a fucking email. Because by the time I opened it, I had it for months. By the time I opened it, I couldn't return it to Best Buy. So I wrote them an email, and they were like, yeah, well, even though it's a lifetime warranty, we need the receipt, we need this, we need that. And I was like, motherfucker, I ordered another one off Amazon, just sent the broken one back. And sold the other
Yeah,
one.
Whenever I buy an Xbox One controller from them, the right stick is always on like a fucking angle because of the cheap plastic they use to make the sticks.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they always do that. Just the controllers are made like shit. They both are. And obviously Nintendo's having a ton of issues with their shit. Xbox.
Well, there was a lawsuit that just someone is trying to get put through for he's trying to sue Microsoft because of stick drift.
Yeah, in the Elite V2 or something. I have an
Yeah.
Elite V2, and it's in the case, and I charge it like 10 times. I never used it. So I have to fucking use it one of these days. It's just,
I stopped using mine because it felt like the sticks were kind of like sticking.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
Yeah, it's just the mechanisms that they have in these things. They're cheap little plastic mechanisms from friggin' Amazon and eBay. That's all they are. Because when I fix them, I have to order them, and I have to desolder them. This is for customers, not me. Like, fuck that.
yeah.
I'll just get rid of the controller at that point. But yeah, I got to desolder these things, and it's a pain in the ass. But once you put a new one in there, you're good. But you're good for however long they're gonna last. You know.
Yeah, whatever their warranty is for.
Yeah. So, I don't know. Alchemist cannot wait for Cyberpunk.
Cyberpunk.
I'm trying to think what else do you guys think they would show?
Madden.
No.
Oh,
You
Yeah,
know they're
Madden.
gonna show Madden. I would assume, right?
Well, they
Yeah.
ain't showing the XFL. That's what...
who has the rights this year for all to show Madden? Because last year it was Microsoft. Last generation it was Microsoft. Did Sony get it this year?
I don't
Because
know.
EA has a bad habit of backing the wrong horse.
I feel like a lot of companies are gonna go with Microsoft just because they're actually moving, and it's gonna be by the time
Yeah,
you
imagine.
show a game at PlayStation, you're screwed.
Yeah, that's right. Imagine how many companies are like, dude, where is PlayStation? Like, we need our platform to be shown. We need our games to be shown with this platform. What are they doing? They're wasting so much time.
Hey, you got to start telling people about games like now over the summer to get them ready for
And everyone's
fall.
home.
Usually
They're
we're
watching.
around E3 time. Like we're just about to get into there, so it's like to not show anything is still baffling.
Remember when Sony jumped out of E3 last year? And all we
Yeah.
heard was, E3 is dying. Nobody cares about E3. Oh, but they cared last year when Sony was there. Okay, got that. Maybe that was the beginning of this whole thing. They literally had nothing to show you.
Yeah.
And that's why they jumped out. And the narrative was, oh, E3's dying. Really? Because it wasn't dying last year when PlayStation was showing their ass cheeks up there on stage.
We still don't know what they have. There's nothing. We don't even know what is coming down the pipe.
There was a rumor that they were going to go after this and have an announcement on Friday. Like, have a digital event on Friday, Sony.
I don't see it.
But we have to see what the fuck, if anything, is going to happen. Yeah, I don't know,
Yeah.
man. I might be with you on that one because what the hell?
Yeah, I've said it like every time. Until I actually see the physical box, that thing is vaporware.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't exist.
Yeah, man, this is bad. This is really bad.
Microsoft's really putting the pressure on them.
We're almost 6 months into the year. Well, we just hit 5 months, but you know what I mean. As far as gaming, we're almost at E3. Let's just pretend E3 is still around. We're almost at E3 and there's nothing.
And we're 6 months away from launch.
Meanwhile,
November.
Microsoft
Yeah.
showed you the fucking Xbox back in November or December, whatever it was.
Yep.
So they showed us that machine 6-7 months ago.
Yeah, and we are literally 6 months away from launch. You have 6 months to decide what machine you're getting if you're only getting one. And you've only seen one.
No, you're less than that because these things come out in October, November sometime. Microsoft's always November. Sony has had a habit of releasing in September, October, November.
Yeah, so you might be less than that. You're right.
Yeah. We're definitely
So who
less than that
knows?
because
We've seen
Microsoft ain't
nothing.
launching on Christmas. What?
We just haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah, we saw the fucking.
Again,
we saw the
until
Xbox
I see a
controller.
box, that thing doesn't exist.
Come on, don't you want that Xbox controller they made to shove it up your butt?
Yeah, the white Xbox controller that looks like it's wearing a black fucking tank top. Yeah, 100%.
Richard is here.
Hey, Rich.
We need to play Christian's theme song.
Yep.
I just keep thinking in the back of my mind, and I know it's a long shot, but what if the PS5 is slightly delayed even to like December or January? Like they're gonna be
I don't even
screwed.
They're
think it's coming
fucked.
out this year.
If they don't launch this year, they're dead.
But it seems like if we don't see anything within the next like month, I mean,
We need the
That's
PlayStation
it.
4 anyway. We don't need any new consoles. 2023 at least. At least.
We've got
10
God of War
years.
2 running on it.
What?
I said we have God of War 2 running on it in 12K.
Yeah, no, that's more like 12 frames. They got 12K confused with 12
Yeah,
frames.
but think about how cinematic it's going to be running at 10 frames a second.
I hope they put
Slow
a game out
motion.
that just breaks everyone's PS4s. It just goes, boy, when you put it in and boom. It just blows up the machine.
They did. It was called Anthem, and it didn't do well.
Ouch.
and it just crypto locks your console.
Yeah.
Like that's it.
Anthem did that at launch.
Yeah, Anthem just shut machines down.
Wow.
You had to completely reboot your entire console, lost all your memory and everything.
That's ridiculous.
That's if you're lucky. Otherwise, it just completely crashed your entire PS4.
I'm
It was
telling
really
you,
bad.
we haven't seen anything from them. They think it's
I'll-
fucking Sony thinks it's a joke.
I'll give them the benefit of the doubt until the
No.
beginning of
No!
June. When
Do you
was
think they show
E3 last year?
Starfield?
What?
No.
No,
I mean,
because this was supposed to be their big year. They were going to show Starfield and whatever the fuck the Arcane guys.
if
working
they
on.
are showing it, it will be here because they're not going to show it at PlayStation. They're always Xbox. So
Well, not only
maybe.
that, they're not even doing a thing this year. They're not doing a show.
Yeah, I don't know. That's actually a really good guess, though. Starfield. I didn't even think of that. Or Elder Scrolls 6.
You know,
Elder Scrolls 6 is not even in development yet, so I don't see
Okay,
them
so they're not showing that.
I heard that it is.
They said it like a year ago, but it took them
I
so
heard that,
long to
I
make
heard it a couple of
Skyrim.
weeks ago. So I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, but it takes years to make those games, so
I
I
don't see
think.
them doing it unless they completely rush both of them. And
Oh,
I
man,
mean,
we don't want that.
No, they should.
my
wait.
worry is it's running on the same engine they've been running since fucking Morrowind.
No, they gotta not do that. There's no way.
No, they're doing that. That's what came out. Is they're doing a fucking.
Frank's the Elder Scrolls guy.
This is not the Elder Scrolls.
Oh yeah, what? We were on the line for Diablo, right? Or you were on the line? Or you
No,
were selling it?
yeah, I was selling Diablo 3 when it launched.
Yeah, and I told Frank, I was like, you should get on the line and look around and be like, this is not the Elder Scrolls, and get off the line.
Someone at headquarters forgot to put the SKU into the system, so we were stuck till 2 a.m. and with everyone just waiting to buy the game at a midnight launch.
Yeah, I remember that.
Wonderful.
You were pissed off, man.
Yeah, because I was stuck there till 2 a.m. and I wanted to play the game.
Ryan, respect. Oh, they still using that old engine.
I don't think we'd see anything from Blizzard since all their games have like to be announced dates. So
No, the Diablo 4, they're gonna just show that later. Like they don't care about consoles that much.
Man,
no.
do you think that one of these days they'll just put World of Warcraft on Xbox?
I hope, and I don't know why they don't. I mean, now that Xbox could use a keyboard,
Wow.
there's no reason not to. Because obviously you can't use a controller to play that game, but you can use a
If
keyboard.
League is coming to console, then I pretty much like, why isn't it at this point?
It should, and it still has like a couple million players. Why not? And link it up through your through the Microsoft thing, so when you jump on PC, like it's all set. You know
Oh, the Alchemist is making up lies.
what?
Take this with a grain of salt. I heard a rumor that there will be a new Silent Hill shown outside of the PS5 event, so it may be at Xbox.
That would be a really big get for them.
That might
if
be
that's
the
true.
Japanese
It's been a
developer they were
rumor-
talking to, remember? Phil was talking to somebody? Phil, like I know him. Phil Spencer.
Your best friend, Bill. You call him up.
Hey, buddy,
Phil,
how's
it's
that
Phil.
Xbox coming?
Who would even fucking make it? There's no one at Konami. Team Silent, I think.
Well,
went
they sell the
under,
rights
so-
to one of Microsoft Studios and they develop it.
I don't know.
Maybe.
Imagine if they bought Konami. Oh my god. Like their gaming division that they don't have anymore.
But then they would be buying their gambling division, and I
No,
believe
they
Konami
just sell
does
them.
not-
They just sell them the games. They say, "Hey, you want all these shitty games? Go ahead."
Well, we're definitely.
I mean, if they can do it, and it does well, I'm sure the Silent Hill fans will be happy because they haven't had a good game in fucking forever. So
Oh, you know Microsoft's gonna ruin that shit.
yeah, they'd be like, "We're excited to announce the Coalition is working on." I just fucking turned the stream off.
We're here to announce Playground Games is developing Silent Castlevania Hill.
Crackdown 4.
Wait a minute, I think
Oh,
I read
God.
that wrong. Sumo Digital is working on Parasite Eve 4.
Oh, God. This doesn't mean, to kind of answer Richard, this doesn't mean these games are going to be exclusive. They're just showing, like, third-party games. So,
No,
I mean...
no. No, you didn't read the Alchemist question here.
Oh, what did he say?
It's going to be shown outside of the PS5 event. So maybe
Oh,
it'll
so
be
then
Xbox.
yeah,
Why would it be shown outside? If it's
Yeah,
if it's going to be multi-plat.
they could show exclusives. It just doesn't necessarily mean that. But yeah, that's a good point.
Man, Phil's going. Imagine if he just fucking did buy the Konami thing and
I
get
wouldn't be
Castlevania.
surprised.
Yeah, but he just whips his dick out and be like, you know what? I wrote the check. He's a new Eric Bischoff. He's gonna bankrupt the company.
He said like I personally wrote the check. Like no, you didn't. We're definitely gonna see that Sonic game that they were supposed to show a couple months ago.
Sonic
That got,
Jam?
Oh God.
yeah, there's gonna be another 3D Sonic. Well, it's
Oh,
rumored to be a
no.
3D Sonic. I mean, the last one
God,
wasn't
'cause you-
horrible. Forces?
Yeah, it was.
No, it wasn't. I mean, all right, it was bad, but it wasn't like as bad as they've been lately.
I didn't like that last boss. I friggin' flipped that. You saw me. I made that video.
You know what? You're right. It was no Sonic 06, so at least there was that.
No, they got like kicked in the nuts so many times that they finally were like, all right, we definitely need to do something different, and it's a start. So maybe, this will be a better Sonic game. I don't know.
Phil Spencer should come out and be like, I leaked The Last of Us 2. What are you going to do about it, Sony?
They're so full of it with that. Don't even get me started on that.
We'll talk about that later.
Yeah, we can talk about that on
We could
the.
be like IGN, talk about PlayStation on an Xbox podcast.
No, we don't need to talk about that. We did that last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
It's just going to be interesting to actually see some more game stuff. Do you think they take? Do you think they do like even though it is third party? Do you think they take they do like a little sizzle reel at the end to show some of the first party stuff?
Well, they might say, here's what's coming next month. Here's a sneak peek at next month, and then they show stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll definitely get a sizzle reel of titles that are like out or that are last gen that will be enhanced. I know it for a fact. They're going to show it and all these great games enhanced on Series X, and they're going to just show you like every quick thing, glimpses
right
of everything.
Now, GTA 5.
I'm sure.
60 frames per
or Red
second.
Dead 2.
Yeah, I could see
I
that.
could see Red Dead. I don't know about GTA 5.
They got to put GTA 5 on every console. Come on. Made over $1 billion.
They're putting
Yeah,
their
it'll be
stuff
the
on Game
Skyrim
Pass.
of this generation.
Yes.
Be on everything.
Yep, because it sells. It's selling right now.
Yeah.
You know how many more shark cards you can buy?
Maybe they'll show Agent finally. Ha ha ha.
What were you saying, Frank?
Yeah, now they're putting those games on Game Pass, so if they're going to show anything, it's going to be there. That's actually a good point too. We might see a Rockstar game. That would be like hoping for a lot. But
has it been long enough? Red Dead did come out what, 2 years ago?
Yeah, you're right. It's been it hasn't been long enough.
Yeah, but GTA came out 2013, right?
Well,
yeah.
Isn't it confirmed they're working on GTA 6?
Yeah.
There's no way it's like anywhere near done though.
No. There's like a bunch of rumors going around that it's set in the 80s and it's in Vice City again.
Oh, man.
But also like Mexico as well.
We'll have to see. I don't know.
What?
Yeah.
There was something else. Oh, no, actually we won't see Battletoads because that's first party.
That's first party. We would not see Hellblade 2 because that's first party.
Oh,
Nope.
shit. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was cracked.
Ooh,
Wow.
I didn't buy it yet.
Me neither.
Nice.
Yeah. Resident Evil 3's not even on here anymore. They're just done.
They gave up.
Yeah, they gave up.
What are other? I mean, from Bethesda, like you said, we
They
might
could
see
show
that.
Deathloop. That's Arcane's next game. They were supposed to show that off as well, so they could have just moved that over.
Yeah, maybe.
Like
Like,
Bethesda's pretty good with Microsoft, so I could see if they wanted to, they could show some of their lower stuff. Like if they don't want to show Starfield, I could definitely see them showing Deathloop.
Do you
Because
think
that was supposed to be one of.
you think
sorry,
they're
go
gonna
ahead.
announce? They bought another studio. Do you think they announce that here, or they wait?
nah, they
I
wait
could
till
see,
the other one.
Because it would
Yeah,
technically be a third party that they bought. I don't know.
A
Yeah,
lot
I
of
definitely
people
don't see like Hellblade or any of the studios that they bought because they probably count them now as
Yeah, no,
first
no.
party.
I'm just saying that ones that they bought now. Like, apparently they bought
Mhm.
another studio that they haven't revealed yet.
they might just
I could see
state it.
them. Yeah, they might state it. They might be like, "Hey, we're excited to announce we bought this studio."
Yeah. Yeah, all right. Yeah, that's what I figure. But let's see, right? Let's see what they end up
Maybe
doing.
they bought Sony. They're coming out.
That's why we haven't seen anything from Sony because Microsoft
They
bought
bought the PS5.
them. A lot of people are saying we're going to see that Batman game. Like it's almost like
Yeah, I've been
confirmed.
hearing Batman and Superman the last like 5 fucking E3s.
Well,
Batman,
Superman's dead.
Superman got canceled.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know, but I still heard up until last year. Oh, they're gonna show Superman.
Yeah.
Oh. Oh, yeah, where is it?
Batman, I could see they keep being fucking coy with it. My only worry is it's the Montreal team. It's not Rocksteady, so that's kind of a worry.
Yeah. The guys that did the Origins, right?
Origins.
Yeah. That
That's my-
Frank,
that's-
that was the game on the Wii that it had like a bug breaking
Game breaking bug.
Game breaking bug, and then they turn around and wrote a statement saying, "Yeah, to the people that bought it, fuck you, we're not patching it. It is what it is."
No, we're gonna focus
Wow.
on DLC, and then they put out one DLC pack and fucking just left the game out.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
They're-
they fucked everybody over.
It was
Do
on
you-
all versions, not just the Wii version. It was when you went to try and do a Riddler trophy. If you didn't do it as your last Riddler trophy, it would basically lock you in this room that you couldn't get out of.
Yeah, but also on the Wii U, like there was other things. Like I flew through the floor, and I was
Ooh.
stuck in the air for like, I just had to reset the machine, and shit like that. Like there were just random bugs that would screw you over when you're playing the game, and they were like, "Yeah, fuck you. We'll make DLC, and you're gonna buy it and shut the fuck up. We're not even gonna patch it." And that's when they lost a lot of people.
And then, not to mention how bad Arkham Knight launches is. I don't know how excited I would be about a new Batman Arkham
Oh
game.
right, yeah, with the PC and everything.
Yeah.
My God, I actually
Do you-
pre-ordered that because I got it for like $30 on Steam, and then it launched, and dude, it was unplayable.
That
And
was the
I
one with
just
the
waited.
DRM, right? Where it played better crack.
No, they had for the PC. Warner Brothers wanted to focus on the console versions,
Yeah.
so they hired a team of 8 people that developed for the original Xbox. I said, "Here, make this game now on PC."
No, it's not that they hired that team. They hired, fuck, what are they? They're basically like a studio that is known for doing like ports of like fighting games. So like Street Fighter 3, they did the 360 port for
Okay.
Iron Galaxy. That's the name of the studio.
What exactly is the?
They're mostly known for like doing just like ports of stuff.
Yeah.
They're not really a big team. And they do some like indie game publishing. Like they did Racketeer, that
Oh.
Connect game. But yeah, they handed it to them and then they were like, all right, make the thing work.
The Alchemist, yes, May 7th. Thursday, May 7th at what, noon, Frank?
No, it's 11 Eastern, 8 what
11 in
Coast
the
time.
morning, right? Eastern
yeah,
time?
11 a.m. Eastern, yeah.
Not 11 at night?
No. And it's going to be an inside Xbox.
You have nothing to fucking do anyway. We know you're home.
Do you think that now that the system is going to have parity with PC, they drop a bomb of like Left 4 Dead 3 or something? Or like Portal
I don't know.
3? They just drop like an
I
absolute
told you
bomb.
10 years ago, Gabe Newell walks on stage.
Yeah.
It says he's with Phil, but I don't know.
They could do it. I mean, I know it's not like Half-Life 3, but they could do like Left 4 Dead 3 or something. I mean, why not?
Yeah,
At this
I
point.
don't know about that. We
And
might,
then,
I don't know.
What about a Crisis 4? Now that Crisis
No, it's
is-
a Crisis
well-
remake.
Crytek fucking hates Microsoft. It ain't
Oh,
happening.
okay. Never mind then.
Yeah, no, it's not happening.
Also, who the fuck is left at Crytek? Didn't they like fall under a few years ago?
Well, listen, you know what? I take that back. Crytek doesn't like Microsoft to work with them one-on-one, but they might there might be a third party that releases Crisis 4 on all consoles.
Yeah.
I thought it
'cause
was a remake.
Well, it is,
They're doing
but
a remake now, but if if this remake is to open up a fourth game that we're gonna hear about on Thursday.
That's what I was thinking, because we haven't heard from them in so long, and then out of nowhere they're like, "Oh yeah, we're remastering it."
But that's a toss up. They have bad blood
Yeah.
Microsoft, so I don't know.
Those are like just the out of left field ones.
What the fuck was that game? What was that game called that they made?
Rise.
Rise. Maybe we'll get
Yeah.
a sequel to that.
No,
It's not happening.
God no.
That
That
game was
game was
good.
so poor.
Yeah, it was good.
Ah.
Look,
It was
it's
different.
repetitive. It was repetitive because it's only like 5 or 6 levels long and it's really the same shit. But it looked pretty good. Like the graphics and everything.
It was good, but not memorable enough.
It was memorable because people still talk about it. They still want a sequel. But the problem is it was just the same shit. Like it was just repetitive. For
Yeah.
five
Did we
levels,
see anything?
5, 6
Oh,
levels
sorry,
in a
go ahead.
row. It's all repetitive. So, you know.
Do you think-
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say, do you think we see anything from? Speaking of fucking mashing up, beating up games, do you think we see anything from THQ?
Nordic, THQ,
Yeah.
THQ Nordic, whatever the hell they call it.
Uh,
That SpongeBob game for $300, probably.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't think they're gonna waste any time or money like doing this.
You'll definitely
They're
probably
kinda-
see Resident Evil 8 because that's coming out in February.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah.
I was thinking maybe a Souls game from Bandai Namco. Like,
Oh yeah, they would actually would show that off. What the fuck is it called? The Elden Ring. They showed it off on E3 last year.
yeah, maybe we'll see that.
That's the George R. R. Martin.
Yeah, and it'll be at 60 frames, 4K. You motherfuckers.
Yeah, it will.
No, it'll be 20
Nee.
frames.
My mom's
12K.
gonna play Bloodborne on PS4. Yeah, all right. Good luck with that. Your grandmother can run faster than that game.
Now, do you think they bring George R. R. Martin out on stage to show it off?
No, he wouldn't show up to that.
Yeah, I know.
It's gonna be like Larry Herb and like a green screen. I don't think it's gonna be like a big event.
Larry's a herb.
It's because it's an inside Xbox, so you know it's gonna be like cheesy.
Oh yeah,
But it's
Yeah.
that guy
fine.
that sounds like Val Venus.
Before I got randomly disconnected, I was saying like those inside Xbox things sometimes are just the most cringe.
Yeah,
They're
they
worse
are.
than that fucking year that EA had all the YouTubers there.
Oh my god.
They're always that year was terrible.
Yeah, the YouTubers, they don't want to be there. They want to fuck their PlayStations.
I'm assuming we're gonna get a token anime game like Dragon Ball Z or something.
Dragon Balls.
Probably because they're trying to. They always
Larry's
do
a
that
herb.
where they're like, "Oh look, we care about the Japanese audience. Here's Dragon Ball Z, lol." Or like
They
Jump
might
Force.
count that as the FromSoft game. They might not do an.
Yeah.
I don't.
Big old Matt.
I don't
Booty.
know if even Arc System Works has another game right now. Unless they're working on another Guilty Gear,
I have
or are
no
they doing a
idea.
Dragon Ball Z sequel?
Do you think we get Borderlands?
No, absolutely not. I think Borderlands is over. Even though 3 sold well, I just think the
You don't
studio
think we're getting
screwed up.
3 and 4K?
You mean 4?
360, 60 frames.
Oh, there might
Oh,
be
God,
enhancements.
I just thought of the worst thing
Uh-oh.
because he's been wanting to do it for years. Does fucking Randy pull the trigger and do the re-release of Duke Nukem Forever?
I'll buy it.
Oh God.
I'll buy it. I buy now.
I buy now.
He bought the rights to redistribute it, so
Fuck him.
does he fucking do it?
He should just hand it over to Bethesda and be like, here. Give me money so I can fucking buy more flash drives. And then be like, okay.
I could tell you one thing: we definitely won't see a Wolfenstein game this year.
How do you know?
There's no way.
How do you know?
I hope we do. I love those games, but I doubt it.
Wolfenstein, The New World Order? You got
I think
Hogan
they're
Hall and
gonna-
Nash on the cover?
I think they're gonna chill on Wolfenstein for a little, because the last one, what was
Oh,
that
the
one with
last
the
one's
daughters?
so
I beat
bad.
it, but it didn't do well.
Youngblood? That
Yeah,
one is so bad.
I think they're gonna chill out for a little and kind of.
I would
Let it-
fucking hope so. Oh, you know what we might see? Doom DLC.
Quick.
Or Doom Enhanced for for X.
Quake or
Maybe.
Oakdale?
Quake's a good guess too.
No,
maybe
no, we're not gonna see. Quake.
No,
it could.
No.
unless they're doing a fucking console version of Quake Champions, I don't see it.
I don't know. Do you think we see Star Wars
Yeah,
No.
something Star Wars.
like a single player, like
No.
the other one? No.
I don't know.
They just
Yes, no?
they just canceled Battlefield 2 content. Like they're not doing anything with that. And apparently Jedi Fallen Order 2 has just started development. So
Okay, so they're cooling it on that for a little. That's fine.
yeah,
Hopefully, we see
they
a
might
Star
come out
Trek
and
game.
cancel another Star Wars game
Yeah, maybe.
that we didn't know
There you
about.
go, Frank. This guy is gonna be the presenter at Xbox.
Oof. A proboscis monkey.
How do you know what that is?
Because I don't know. I always loved animals since I was a little kid. It's so ugly.
That looks
Why
like
does
the
that
guy
exist?
that works at Conan O'Brien.
It doesn't even look like it should exist in reality. Like, it's so gross.
Squeeze his nose.
Ugh. Maybe we see the Cuphead DLC, but I doubt it because it's not like visually stunning. Like they're trying to shock you into
Yeah,
buying
but
it.
that's a Microsoft game.
Oh yeah, that's true. So we wouldn't even see that.
Yeah,
anymore.
they bought the studio, didn't they?
Yeah.
Yep. So we won't see that till the next one.
Yeah.
Well, I think we're totally gonna see a Mario Brothers game.
Yeah. Okay. Nintendo like has nothing.
They have nothing
scheduled.
anymore. All their stuff got leaked out.
Oh well, but I mean they have games coming, but they don't have any event. They canceled their events for June, so
yeah,
God knows when we're gonna see that.
typical fucking Nintendo. These little peepee guys.
They have a chance to strike while the iron's hot, and they're like, eh.
They can't
Well,
strike with those little schlongs.
I'm trying to. Oh. Yeah, Nintendo doesn't have much.
They have
Deadly
a
Premonition, I think.
they have a bunch of
is-
stuff, but just nowhere to show it.
Yeah. Which
That's the
sucks because I
problem.
would love to see some more to see what the fuck No More Heroes 3 is.
Well, see, I think their plan is since they know they have those Mario remasters and like Breath of the Wild 2, they could come out in like August and show you that, and everyone's gonna run out and buy it. So they don't even care.
Yeah.
They're just like whatever. Like they
Nintendo's
don't need to.
good with that, where they're like, "Oh, we'll show it, and we know it's gonna sell."
Yeah, that's how I know they have like stuff in the bag. Otherwise, they'd be frantically like, "What do we do?" But they have stuff, so it'll be all right. Do we see Destiny at all?
No,
Some kind
it's
of
too soon to
Destiny?
see any fucking Destiny shit.
I hope not.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, you know what? You might
What?
see that Anthem remaster.
Oof.
Remember they
No,
were gonna redo
that's too soon either.
Please no, God no.
I don't know, man. I heard they
And
scrapped that
Dragon
shit
Age
last
got
year.
put on hold, so we don't see anything from that.
What the hell is Atari up to? Are they still around?
They're making that crappy console that
Oh
people
yeah.
think is fake.
So never mind.
Another one that people think is fake, which I don't know anymore.
I'm just trying to think of companies. The
This guy's gonna be the new icon for our podcast.
monkey?
Yeah,
No.
the Patreon only show. He's gonna be on there tonight.
Okay.
All right then.
What about
Yeah.
like Persona? You see anything from them or Atlas
No.
or?
Atlas is very much a like Sony thing.
Yeah,
So
but
I
they're
don't
owned by
see them.
Sega now.
Yeah,
Maybe we see some
I mean,
Sega stuff
if
too.
they want to come out and announce Persona 5 for whatever Xbox, I mean, fucking go for it. I'll play that game again, but
What does Sega have going on though besides the new Sonic? Like Yakuza?
oh, you know
I
what?
mean,
You know what Sega might actually show, which would be a Japanese thing. They could show Yakuza 7.
Yeah, yeah.
I
they
could see
totally
that.
do yeah.
because those are on Game Pass now, so you know that it's like, I don't know.
That, and I think that game is supposed to come out next year in Japan at least. So I could see them coming out and showing 7.
Sega should drop a bomb and just bring back like a really old IP, like out of nowhere, like Altered Beasts or something. Just be like, here, it's gonna be on Xbox.
Why? So we get our people go, oh, what's the point of this game?
I don't
it's
know.
overrated. Like Streets of Rage, people are. saying this game is trash. Why would anybody like this game? It's like, oh my
Well,
god.
Well, Sega, like
If it wasn't for that game, you wouldn't be playing Call of Duty naked. You fucking idiots.
I feel like Sega has so much stuff, and nobody ever talks about them like bringing back IPs. Like Sony, they're like, "Oh, bring back all these old IPs."
Because Sega's, I don't know, they're conservative with the titles that they release, which is good because they don't
Only
release
Sonic.
shit. Yeah, Sonic is the bad one, but I mean, they try to like release good stuff.
Yeah.
They're trying to keep their rep up. You know?
If they still had the Alien license, I'd be like, maybe they show off Alien Isolation 2, but they don't have the license anymore.
Oof.
Do you think we'll see any new games from Microsoft Studios? No. This is only for third parties.
Oh god, did they show Beyond Good and Evil 2?
I hope.
Is that still in development? That game's like
Yeah.
Yes, that's still in
It's
development.
100 years old and it hasn't come out yet.
I signed up for the beta like 5 years ago, and they just email me every couple of months, and they're like, "Hey, it's still happening. Don't forget." What about? Do we get a new Saints Row?
I'm sure.
That'd be one
Either
to show.
that or... Yeah, actually, no, didn't they? Yeah, I could see a Saints Row.
That's really all
Or-
THQ has.
Or did they bite the bullet and try and do Red Faction again?
Ugh.
I don't know about that, though.
I don't know.
I don't think anybody really wants a new Saints Row, but I feel like they would do it anyway because they do not care. They just keep pushing them out.
Yeah.
Bring back the Condemned, says the Alchemist. Don't you have a game like
Condemn
that?
was
That,
Sega, right?
Yeah. But don't you have games like Outlast where it's the same shit?
Yeah, and Outlast 2 didn't do well enough that I don't even think it's getting a sequel. It'll be surprised.
Yeah,
Yeah, fuck that game.
I think that's gonna die with these consoles, which is fine.
Yeah.
Let them go.
Well, that second game just did so poorly compared to the first that I just don't...
What else does Well, if Capcom's showing Resident Evil, you're not gonna see anything else.
Oh, you know what? Maybe Watch Dogs 3.
Actually, yeah, probably.
Oh, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I could see that.
Because that's like already confirmed, like coming out. So yeah,
Yeah.
we'll probably see that.
They're just going to tell you, hey, it's a multi-gen or whatever the fuck. Cross-gen.
Yeah, that's gonna be one of those games where you buy it and it works on the it gets all the upgrades for free. What about Street Fighter? Do they port it like right away?
No.
No.
I don't see that.
I think Sony has that deal locked up for quite a bit.
All right.
I mean,
And plus, Xbox is gonna have Killer Instinct, so
yeah, I know that. Everyone knows
Yeah.
that. KI2 is going to fucking probably debut with the machine.
they're probably not
Probably.
even gonna bother like messing around with it.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Well,
Mortal
Morris-
Kombat will be on the sizzle reel for enhancements, though.
Yeah.
With, like, all the
I don't
guys.
know. I don't know. Mortal Kombat.
Or did they
They kinda-
show Injustice?
Mortal
3.
Kombat kind of does not like to do like the cross-gen shit.
No, so if NetherRealm did show something, it's probably Injustice 3,
Yeah.
which I don't even know if they're even have
Eh,
started that or what.
yeah, I don't know about that.
But they do go off years where it's like Mortal Kombat then Injustice, so maybe?
Yeah, you might see a Justice 3.
How about Rock Band or something?
No.
Or are those
Nah,
dead for forever?
I don't think Activision's going to try that again.
Yeah, I
And
think
even if
all
they
those.
do, it'll just be a port of Rock Band 4. They won't do a numbered thing.
I think anything with peripherals is like long dead. Like they're never
Yeah.
gonna do that again.
Ryan Respect said, I think the Outlast studio said they weren't making DLC for 2 because they were moving on to the next project a little while after it launched. Yeah, which means we made no money, so fuck this franchise.
Yeah, we'll have
Well,
to see.
that
what
and
the-
it's an independent Canadian studio, so it's not a big team either. So even I don't even think it's been long enough that we would see something from them.
Yeah.
we
Are
see.
they a Microsoft studio now? Did they get bought? I can't remember.
I don't know. I don't think so. Because
I'll
you
have to
know, if
look it up. It's
Microsoft
public.
owned that shit would be all over Game Pass right now.
Yeah.
It'd be all the rage.
I hate to curse this thing, but do we see Dead Rising?
No.
No.
Thank God.
No, they killed
That
that
franchise
shit.
is dead.
Maybe
They
Dead
fucking
Island.
killed that with 4.
Yeah. Dying Light 2, finally? Maybe?
No, I don't see any Dying Light. I don't see any I will be surprised if I see Dead Island too.
What
Yeah.
was that one? What was the one where they it was like zombies and you had to like parkour around the city?
That's Dying Light.
Is that Dying Light?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that game got delayed indefinitely
Fuck
Yeah,
that game.
Dying Light.
because I
Oh.
think Techland ran out of money or something. Something happened with some sort of dispute.
Techland discount. Well, the pets you buy are dead.
I remember that commercial. Oh my
You know
god.
why? You know why? Your dad would go there and buy fish, and they would die like the next day. And he kept going
I-
back and getting new fish.
I like remember going there. It's so weird.
Yeah. Dead
Oof.
Rising was penetrated into the ground.
Oh,
my
Did we see a new Tomb Raider? Maybe.
No, I think that's over for a while.
Maybe
Or
we see Tomb Raider remastered, the whole trilogy remastered.
yeah, that'll be in the sizzle reel for sure.
They gotta.
Like,
I think they're gonna at least announce 1 or 2 games, like franchises that are gonna be completely remastered for the new machine. I'm not
Yeah.
saying the
Yeah.
whole thing, but in passing, they're gonna say, "Oh yeah, we're doing the Tomb Raider games for the new Xbox." Oh shit!
Maybe
Fuck.
maybe they'll write it like the Final Fantasy VII remakes, where fucking spirits are walking around trying to reset the timeline.
are we gonna see Fortnite with like ray tracing?
Fortnite.
No, Epic's big enough that they can just say, "Hey, it's on the new console." They don't need to fucking do like. I mean, if they're that desperate, I mean,
You think they're gonna
the
pull?
fuck is Epic?
You think they're just gonna port Fortnite over and just call it Fortnite 2 just to get everyone hyped up?
Probably.
Maybe.
And it's only on the new consoles. So you have to play both of them on the new and old, or even though they're backwards compatible, but still. I don't know. Who the fuck knows? I'm throwing shit to the wall here. I don't even know.
I'm sure we see Metro in the sizzle reel for
Metroid.
enhancing Metro. Just for enhancements, not a new one.
No,
Oh yeah, they're
Obviously.
supposed to. Aren't they
Fuck
supposed to get more
Metro.
DLC still? They have like a year of DLC or something. They
Yeah,
planned
they're
out?
not gonna make a new game. But
Metro,
they might
Metro needs to go away. They're just
they
not
might
good
just
games.
do a sizzle reel where they're like all these games
I
have
didn't
ray
like
tracing.
the last Metro, so I mean, for the fans that would be excited, show it off if they have something. But I didn't like the direction they went in with that series.
Isn't Fortnite still in early access? You're right. He's right.
Yes, yes, it still is.
It made more money than like any other game that's in early access. But so did Minecraft when it was in beta for like a billion years.
Yeah.
So
Whoa, whoa, it's Minecraft.
what other?
Trying to
I
think
guess
what else.
they're probably not going to show too. Oh, maybe what's that baseball game that's supposed to come? The show.
Oh, MLB?
Maybe they'll show that.
That'll be the show.
Maybe.
Well, if they
Could.
do, Jeff and Ludwin's cohorts, they'll still say it's fake.
Yeah. They'll say somebody docked it, so
Yeah. I hope Ludwin buys it, brings it to work, and shoves it up their ass. And said, "Okay, is that real?"
I can't even think of any other studios. Microsoft bought so many studios that are now technically first party that I can't even think of
You
like
know why they're buying all the studios, right?
so that it could be exclusive.
Yeah, so that Sony has less studios to work with, and they're killing Sony on the hardware end. You know what I mean? Like they're just
Yeah.
smothering them, and I don't. This is what I don't understand why people don't see this. You know what I mean? Oh well, we got games like Spider-Man. Yeah, well, Spider-Man ain't gonna fucking buy studios and shit and make better hardware.
yeah.
Obviously, they didn't save the money from these exclusive games because where the fuck are they at? That's what I'm saying. Like the fanboys created so much bad karma for Sony that it's gonna collapse. It always happens, man. You could be excited to own PlayStation and look forward to games that they have on the machine. But don't be fucking stupid and ignorant about every goddamn thing that's out there. I mean, look at this. Look at the people that Jeff works with. They really believe that Xbox is going to shut down. Like Microsoft's
Yeah,
gonna
after they
pull the
bought
plug
every
from-
single studio.
And I said, Jeff, if they shut down Microsoft, how the fuck are they gonna get paid? They got to use Windows to fucking print the checks out, right?
Yeah.
I don't see
Well,
Sony
use
making
Linux.
an OS. Yeah, Linux.
Vio OS.
We'll be in the fucking Stone Age again if we use Linux, because everyone's gonna have to learn how to code for it.
They don't even make laptops anymore, right, Sony?
No,
They used to have the
Vio.
Vio.
They sold the Vio.
They still make
division.
Vios.
They do.
Yeah, they still make Vios, but they run on fucking Windows.
They always ran on Windows though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's like,
I heard.
what, Microsoft goes under? What, when no one's going to have Windows?
I heard
I
they
have-
sold the Vio division, so it might
I
still be
haven't
called
seen
Vio,
one.
but they don't manufacture it or whatever anymore.
I haven't seen one in years, so maybe. I don't know.
It was overpriced. They tried charging Mac prices for fucking PCs. It's like,
Yeah.
dude, come on. You could get 2 of them from Dell for the price of one.
Oh, it says, though we are discontinuing the sale of PCs, we'll continue to offer after-sale support for all Sony-branded Vio PCs.
Yeah, see? So
So-
they're not Sony anymore. They're Vio, but
And they're
sold
just
it off.
Vio. Yep. There was 2 other things I thought. Oh, we're gonna see that new Tony Hawk game.
Fuck that game. Why are we seeing these games that nobody wants anymore?
I-
I don't
I
want
don't know.
Assassin's Creed. I don't want Tony Hawk.
I feel like they just, because they're gonna look really nice, they gotta just show them to be like, look, it's in 4K, buy it. And they're probably gonna show a new Crash game because that's like been rumored that it's in
Yeah.
development.
I could see them showing the new Crash that's been in development since they finished.
The fanboys are gonna be like, they betrayed us.
They're going to be calling up fucking Crash going, you betrayed us. You ruined my birthday.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're a little bit hopeful on some of these, but you know, we gotta see.
Yep.
Yeah, we definitely gotta see.
We'll know in
Well,
like 4 days, 5 days. So
I hope they don't ruin my birthday. My birthday is the week after next.
everything is hinging on this.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm going to be sending an angry message to Phil. Why did you ruin my birthday?
Do we see Mass Effect?
No, that franchise is done.
I hope it's dead. I hope
But
they
what
don't
about,
remaster it,
like-
just leave it alone, let it die. Fuck that game.
What about like Dragon Age or something like that, or
No.
Bioshock?
Dragon Age was put on hold.
What about Bioshock?
Bioshock. No.
Apparently, that's been like that just started, so I would say that's too early to see anything. So,
All right. Well, makes sense then.
The fucking iPhone 12 is coming out already? What the fuck is this? I need to
The
learn how to
iPhone
use an
12.
iPhone.
I haven't had one since the 6.
Yeah, me neither.
so-
And I could stream from Streamlabs on it perfectly without any issues, but I don't know how to use the damn phone. Like go to touch something and it turns the phone off and shit, and I'm like, what the hell? Why couldn't this thing just work properly on Android?
It's surprising that it doesn't.
Ryan, respect, not to be that guy, but I'm actually looking forward to the next Assassin's Creed. I actually like the last one. Oh, you mother, what the?
If it's good, if it looks good, and it everyone's gonna buy it because it's like the tech demo game. Like I'll probably pick it up because I'm gonna want to play a game on my new system. You
I'm gonna
know,
wait
it's like
and pick it up on Stadia.
you could.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not against the game because the game might be good, but just every fucking time a new console comes out, ooh, it's Assassin's Creed. Here I am. I'm fucking here to annoy you. It's Steve Urkel. Hey, how you fucking doing, Carl? You just came back from vacation. Holy shit,
I
get
know
the
what they
fuck
could
outta
show.
here.
They'll probably show the Lego Star Wars game.
Yes,
That's something easy for them to grab.
I want it so badly, but that's supposed to come out like this summer, isn't it? The full saga
apparently,
or
but
whatever.
They could show it being running on the X.
Yeah,
And
that
it could be
that
one
would
of those
look really
ones that they
good.
announced to be cross-buy.
Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Could
So
be.
let me give you guys. You guys already know this, but I found out the other day that the Series S, the Lockhart, which is going to be called Series S, is going to be discless, and I believe it's going to be around $299, $399, something like that.
They gotta cut costs, so it makes sense
Yeah,
to make it that cheap.
so it's like the Series X is going to be the high end version, which comes with the 4K player, the disc drive, the 4K. That's going to be a premium feature now. Kind of like when you buy a car now, you don't get a CD player anymore, you get the USB.
Yeah.
If you want the CD player, that's a premium feature. It's considered a premium feature. You got to pay extra for it. But yes, Series S is going to be on the low end, and it's going to say, it's not going to have a disc drive, from what I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's
Well,
all
it'd
right.
I mean, so many people are going digital only, so it makes sense.
Yeah, and
It's-
these fucking idiot fanboys at Sony. Ooh, I like my disc. You trade that shit in. You don't even fucking. And by the way, last year Sony was up 60% in digital sales. And you know, if they make a digital PS4 without the disc drive, we're gonna hear, well, nobody uses discs anyway, right? But when the Xbox did it, ooh, how dare they take our rights away from us? It's
See-
like, dude, just don't fucking buy it. That's for people that travel. They can't. You see a guy traveling with fucking 58 discs in his fucking bag? Yeah, I gotta play all my games. I'm traveling for work for 3 days. No.
He has to pay for a carry-on bag of
He
just
throws the
discs.
fucking discless Xbox in his bag, goes to where he's gotta go, goes to the hotel, fucking plays his games, and goes to fucking sleep.
It's the perfect entry console because you bundle it
Yes.
with Game Pass and you have all of those things already there.
What do
All
kids
you
know
need is an
today?
internet.
What do kids know today? How to download games on their fucking phone. They don't say, do we have a flash drive for the phone? No, they fucking go on there, they go to the app store, they download the app, and they fucking play. So, the discless Xbox is great for kids that just want to play Minecraft. That's a digital game. Shit like that. Fortnite, Minecraft, all that bullshit. And
Plus, they're gonna.
and you can still buy the one with the disc drive. You know, people act like Microsoft was fucking Hitler. Like, no, we're taking the disc drives out completely, and we're fucking no. They gave people an option that was cheaper. Black Friday, those things sold well. $149 for an Xbox, fuck. And the games were all on sale. You can ask Jesus that. He bought it on Black Friday for $149, and when he got it, he bought about $100 worth of games, and he was good. He was good for like 6 months. Now that he's home with the quarantine, he's dropping money on shit. He's telling us every day, I just bought this, I just bought that. It's
I'm
like,
jealous because he's getting deals, like
What?
such good deals.
he's getting good deals, but the thing is, it's another thing. He doesn't have the room for all these discs all over the fucking house. And some people just want a jukebox. They just want to turn it on and just jump into a game. Where's
For
my
me,
game?
the low end doesn't sound like a problem to me because I wouldn't mind having a console that doesn't have a fucking disc drive.
Yeah, that's fine. It might be
And they-
even smaller, you know?
They're gonna tout as a selling point. They're gonna say, "Hey, everything you bought last gen on Xbox, you can just download on this thing." And
Yeah, I know
everyone,
that.
like all the parents, are gonna be like, "Oh, it plays the old stuff. Okay."
But
Like
they already
that's
said
always
that,
the
so
selling
that's,
point.
that's already a shoo-in.
Yeah. So they're gonna, but I'm sure they're gonna like push that to be like, "Hey, look, buy this."
Look
You know.
at Sony. You bought games on PS3, guess what? They don't carry over.
No, and
Even
some
if
of
you
your
had
people-
PlayStation Now membership, those games aren't free to play. Like, oh yeah, you own Twisted Metal 2 already, so yeah, you can play them. No, you gotta buy Twisted Metal 2 all over again on the fucking PSN for PS4. That's bullshit.
and we don't know what stuff is gonna work with the PS5. But like, if you're a kid and you're like, "Mom, my controllers are all gonna work, all my games are gonna work. You just have to buy me the box." Like, that's a huge selling point for people who are already in the Microsoft ecosystem. It's like all your stuff's just gonna work.
Right,
Yeah.
Respect says, I say scrap these fucking shit consoles now and just release the new ones during quarantine. Well, Microsoft could probably do it. Sony totally can.
Sony will just ship an IED to your house.
The mic again. Microsoft
Sony
really
will ship
should.
like an IED that they fucking have in Afghanistan. Like they'll just ship that. Because that's apparently all they have fucking working is a machine that explodes.
Microsoft should really take advantage and try to release this in like September or October and just get a huge jump on Sony. Be like, here, it's out now, buy it. Wow.
I would
Phil's gonna
say as
come
soon as they
out.
can put the thing out there, they should. I
Yeah.
agree with you. They should get the jump now.
Imagine if they had, even if they had a month on the
Oh,
PS5,
that would kill them.
it would be huge. It's like they could do it, you know?
If they have a month and they release this lower end box as well as the high end box, that kills whatever Sony plans.
Yeah, they're smothering
Yeah.
them again.
Because you're gonna have so many people who want the new box and maybe are gonna wait to get the higher end and they buy the low end.
Just think of the Oreo cookie. The PlayStation 5 is the cream in the middle. Then you got Series S as one of the cookies and Series X on the other side. And then you squeeze it and all the little cream comes out. That's Sony.
I didn't know this was a sexual podcast. Ooh.
No, it's about Oreo cookies. Come on.
Milk's favorite cookie.
It's fucking ridiculous.
Is it though? Has anyone asked Milk what his opinion was on the cookie?
Let me tell you something.
No.
Like I said, they're asking for this karma, bad karma. It's gonna happen. Watch, Sony's gonna make games again for consoles that aren't PlayStation. They made Cliffhanger on the fucking Super Nintendo.
Cliffhanger.
Yeah, they made it. Sony made that game. Sony's made tons of games on Sega CD. They made what was it? Bram Stoker's Dracula and Frankenstein. They made a bunch of games on Sega CD. They're gonna do that again. I guarantee you, Sony's gonna get to the point where they said, "Fuck it, we can't take a loss on these boxes anymore. Let's just make the games and put them on Xbox." If Microsoft's done
Not
enough
only
to
that,
lose the
but
money,
like Sony was the only or PlayStation was the only thing at Sony that was making the money. Their studios aren't making like their film company isn't making the money.
yep, Sony Studio. They're trying to sell that shit to Disney and get rid of it.
Yeah,
That's why they're doing this spunk.
like we just talked about how they sold their laptop division.
Spunk.
So it's like, if this doesn't turn a profit for them, it's like, what's the point of them staying in the industry?
Nonsense.
But
Also,
They have God of War to keep them.
if for some reason, because I think the PS5 is going to be late, and I think it's going to show up in like the beginning of December.
Oh, I just threw
but
wet coffee
it's-
on you.
If somehow
Wet coffee.
they don't
hot
get this
coffee.
thing, hot coffee
What?
edition. If somehow they don't get this thing out for Christmas, it's over. Like everyone's going to buy Xbox and Switch. It's just going to be like over for them. They have to get the machine out for Christmas.
The
they're
Alchemist
gonna
said-
get it out, and it's gonna be such a shit show.
The Alchemist says, "I seriously hope karma comes for Sony because these bad boys piss me off." Just look at that monkey every time you think about Sony. They
They're
piss me
so
off.
ugly.
They're doing the fucking. They're just
That
showing
looks
the
like-
arrogance they showed
Yeah.
when the fucking PS2 was making so much money, and they're showing the arrogance they had with the fucking PS3, and it's like, you haven't fucking shown us anything to support that you're gonna be the top dogs again. You've shown nothing.
Yeah, it's just, And then I want to see these motherfuckers go, "Oh, well, Xbox was always better." It's like, yeah, right.
You know it's going to happen. Always.
A bunch of fucking idiots.
It's just such a disappointment.
Yeah, where are they at, man? Where's the shit? Where's the games? Hey, maybe they'll come out and blow everybody away, but I highly doubt it. They've been quiet for
Yeah,
too long, man. They let Microsoft walk all over them. What could they
Maybe they'll
possibly
come out and
bang
show
out
off
with?
Quiet
That's,
Man too.
yeah, what could they possibly come out with that's gonna bang the room? You know what I mean? What are they
They're,
gonna do?
they're making a sequel to Quiet Man, everyone's favorite game.
If you stack
Quiet,
Horizon 2 next to Halo, I feel like you're kind of not doing as good because a lot more people play Halo, I feel like, than Horizon. Horizon's
Wait.
like broad, but it's more of a niche. Not really a niche game, but you know what I mean. Like Halo is just like everybody. Like, oh, Halo, like people will just pick it up and play. So if the launch titles are going up against each other and you have Horizon on one side and Halo on the other, might not be a good look for Sony. They got to have like something else that we don't know about.
Wait, Perry, do you not know what the Quiet Man is?
No.
Oh my god. It's a Sony exclusive that. So it was a game made by Square Enix, Sony exclusive, and the premise was you play as a deaf guy. So the first playthrough of the game, the entire game has no audio. Nothing.
Okay.
It just has like warbly, like, it sounds kind of like PS2 menu sounds, like when you're booting the fucking console up.
I can't play it because I'm partially deaf. So there you go.
Yeah, the entire game you play as a deaf person, but there's like cutscenes of him talking to other people, but you can't hear it. And they released this as just like,
No, it's a
so
Kojima
bad.
masterpiece. Don't you understand?
Oh yeah,
How dare you?
it's a game that did so poorly and people hated it so much they had to put out a patch called The Quiet Man Answered, where they put all the audio back. Look it up sometime. It's something.
Well, they had two
Maybe
fucking
Sony
exclusives
fan-
in a row that fucking didn't hit. Well, Last of Us 2's not out yet, but we'll get to that.
No.
Yeah, man, I don't. I think Sony, they had it. They had it in the palm of their hands again, and they blew it. Every time they fucking do this, they blow it. It's
Yep.
like they luck into it, and then they don't know where to go from here, and then they figure it out again, and then they come back, and it's just weird. The
I
whole
don't know
thing
if
is
they can
weird.
even take that risk again.
No, they can't. They have the money. They don't have any money.
Yeah.
The PS3 fucking bankrupted them. That's why they fired the fucking Kaz Hirashi, whatever the fuck his name is.
Kaz Hirai.
Yeah, whatever. It was it. It was over.
Yeah.
They moved on without him. And who's to say if Microsoft didn't drop the ball this gen? Who's to say that it wouldn't, Sony would even be number one? Let's just say no one cared
Nintendo
about
might kill them.
Yeah, I mean, who knows? We don't even know. It could have went any way.
They couldn't have survived another bad gen. I mean, the PS3 was good at towards the later half, but I feel like a whole
Yeah, but
nother.
they never made the money back on that machine. They
No.
never
No,
recovered.
they never recovered.
But the PS4, I mean, it sold like crazy, and they did it. They were the comeback kid. They came back. But the thing is, we're going to charge for Plus because we're going to save the money. No, they didn't. No, they did not.
We're gonna charge for Plus because servers now cost something. It's like, okay, but then
Yeah, and they signed with Microsoft for xCloud. So they're paying Microsoft for their servers. And you tell people that, and they're like, oh, they're not in bed with Microsoft. Oh my god, there's a fucking picture of them all shaking hands. The picture was
why
fake.
would they not? They want to make sure that they can have fucking actual reliable fucking connection speeds.
Fucking idiots.
Downloads that don't take fucking 3 years.
Yeah, I know, right?
Like, imagine if they had the same fucking internet system and you have games that are even bigger where it's like, oh, it's now fucking 200 gigs for a game file. You're literally waiting forever.
Does it take a week to download Call of Duty on PS4? Because on Xbox, where I was getting like 80 megabytes per second, it took me forever.
You were also downloading it when they put out a ridiculous sized patch for Warzone.
Yeah.
So that could have also been that too, but yeah.
Perry,
Call
have
of
you
Duty
seen
took me 2 days.
Have you seen the female proboscis monkey?
No.
It has sexual dysmorphism, so its nose is like real tiny. You guys see it? It's funny looking. I'll see if I can find it.
Yeah, send me a picture of that. I'm not looking at it. I'm trying
It's
to
like
find the guy that works at Conan O'Brien that looks like that monkey. I don't know that guy's name.
Oh, here you go. Look at how little their noses are. They're like little pointy noses instead, the girls.
Hang on, let me see what...
It's hilarious.
What are we in? Discord? Give me this. Ew, what the fuck is
Look,
that?
look at that little nose.
That looks like Nintendo Prime.
Oh God.
You know who reminds me of Nintendo Prime? The fat guy in Streets of Rage 4 that blows the fire. Totally looks like Nintendo Prime.
He's that's Andy Capp, the hot fries man.
Where is this guy from Conan O'Brien?
Who? The
Okay, he has some other. He's one of the writers, I think. He's some Irish dude. He was on the Chris Farley documentary really quick, like not too long. I forgot that guy's name. He looks like that monkey. Trying to find his photo, man.
I don't know
Can't
how.
find. I type in Conan O'Brien's staff, Conan O'Brien's friend.
Conan O'Brien monkey guy? I don't know.
Conan O'Brien's
Might find him
friend.
then.
He's a writer.
Yeah, he's a writer on the show, but he's done skits. A lot of skits.
I don't know.
I typed in
Is
staff.
he like the older guy that he always has with the clueless when he does Conan does the clueless gamer? Is it that guy?
No.
Hmm.
This guy goes way back to the NBC days with him.
Hmm.
I don't fucking remember the guy's name. He's on the Chris Farley documentary. You know what? Maybe I should just look it up. Can you guys read the chat room while I try to find this?
Yes. It says.
Let me type in I'm Chris
Boop,
Farley.
boop, boop, boop.
I'm Christ Farley. What?
Are digital games
Jesus
tied to
Christ.
the account you bought them for?
Yes.
Yes, they are. So if you bought them on your gamer tag, you're gonna have to use that gamer tag for the new one. I doubt Sony would have been as successful this gen if Microsoft didn't botch the Xbox One at launch.
Yeah.
I agree wholeheartedly.
Yeah. It's right there on the money.
I was one of the ones who bought a PS4 because of that idiot Don Matrick. I was
Who?
on the 360 the entire gen
Oh,
before.
fuck,
Who said
Don
that?
Patrick.
You?
Those-
Riot and
the
respect.
dark times.
Yeah, that
Oh,
guy was.
fuck that guy.
Remember what? So what do our troops do overseas that don't have internet? Oh, they can just play 360.
Yeah, that was you can't say that shit, man. You cannot say stuff like that.
We have a box for people who don't have a internet connection. It's called an Xbox 360. It's like you are trying to fucking sell a new console.
Yeah, man, they fucked everybody by saying that. That
was
was
And then
not
he ended up
cool.
working at fucking Zynga, the company that made Farmville.
And he fucking bankrupted them.
He screwed them too. Yeah.
Yeah. And even before then, he was at fucking EA.
Yeah.
What's he up to now? I think we tried looking him up
these
a couple years
fucking-
ago.
That's these corporate guys that try to run games. They don't know anything about games. They don't care. They just see the money. And that's
Let me
what
see-
killed it, man.
I'm gonna see where he's at now, if it even says.
Maybe
No,
he's
his
running a soccer club like
his
other guy from
Wikipedia
EA.
ends at Zynga in 2015.
Yeah, I don't think he
So
did
he's-
anything after Zynga.
He's probably doing nothing. So, well, screw him.
Okay, I think I found this guy. Hang on. Let me get a picture of him. And I think we're good.
Oh, it says he's self-employed now with Prometheus Ventures.
Yeah,
Whatever
which
that
means
is.
he does porn out of his house.
Oh, it's like a data thing. Yeah, his website looks very sketchy.
So what's everyone been playing these last little bit since last week?
Well, thanks to Jesus, I beat Streets of Rage 4. So that was fun.
It's a solid game. I love the fact that you can unlock the classic versions of.
Yeah, that was cool. What else did I play? Oh, I was playing I've been playing some World of Warcraft again. I don't know why, I just got sucked back in. We played Friday the 13th on here. That was fun.
Okay, I found
Yeah, I
the
saw
guy.
a little bit of that.
I found the guy that looks like the monkey.
Okay.
What about yourself, Perry? What have you been playing?
He has the same nose. Oh god. It's just like further up his face, but it's the same shaped nose. Oh god. Oh god.
His name is Brian Stack.
Jeez.
People in the chat room were wondering. Was on the 360 the entire gen. Hey, look, I don't blame people for jumping to PlayStation 4, but I blame the ignorance. You know what I mean? Because I still have people coming in saying, "Don't you need to connect for that?" Like, no, you fucking idiot.
They're gonna put the DRM back.
That's like saying, "Does your mom still fuck men even though she's married?" Like, come on, stupid. Does your mom still talk to her ex-boyfriend? I mean, come on. There he
So what have
is.
you been playing, Perry, since last week?
Streets of fucking Rage 4.
That is it's a good game.
I love that game. I love the originals. You know what? I might actually stream me beating the originals this week. I think I beat the first
Think
one.
you're gonna go back to Predator?
Eh, eh. I think that's gonna go on the shelf at my shop. I think the other 2 copies are gonna go back to Amazon.
Streets of Rage isn't
Man.
even my favorite like game genre, but 4 was just so good. Like I jumped in and I was hooked.
It's such a love letter to that franchise where it's
Yeah, they
like,
didn't botch it. They respected the original. They made this its own game. They kept the music the way it should be. Don't know how Axel aged more than friggin' Blaze, but whatever. He looks like a Ninja Turtle.
He has a hump.
Yeah, what's that all about? Why isn't Skate in the game? Like,
yeah, that's
Right.
what my thought was. Like, why isn't he there?
I know rollerblades aren't the shit anymore, but come on. I don't know.
Well, anyone
You could download him. You can unlock him, the original pixelated Skate, but could he be DLC or something, man? Can they add him in?
they probably will add characters.
They should.
Maybe.
I mean, he should be in the game anyway, but that character was like. I always pick Blaze in the first game, and then I would pick Skate in the second game. It's like, I'd like to fucking play with Skate. Now I unlocked him, and I was rocking and rolling with him, because the old sprites can run like in the original game. The new sprites can't run. So that's the
Yeah,
only
no.
drawback that I don't like about it. But besides that, the game is perfect.
Only one of the new characters can run. It's the girl with the guitar.
She can
All
run.
the other ones can't run. Yeah, she can run, and the new version of Adam, he can sidestep.
Okay.
That's about it for like mobility stuff.
Yeah. Well, I picked Blaze to beat the game with her. Whatever. I'm good.
Well, anybody who's
and
on
then
the
I went and
fence
I played
about
with
it,
Skate. What?
anyone who's on the fence about that game, like if you're not into that genre, try it because it's really good. It's really addicting, and it was like easy for me to pick it up and play. I mean, I've played like beat 'em ups before, but it was even easy enough for me to just jump in. It's not always my go-to.
It's
So
not frustrating.
no,
It's
it's not.
challenging, but it's not to the point where you're gonna throw the controller. It's just like
That's the thing. Like you feel like you get
And
a
even
fair
if
shake.
you haven't played that type of game, it has an easy mode that has extra lives and all that.
yeah.
Like,
I played on normal, and it wasn't
Yeah,
too
me too.
bad. I mean, it was challenging, but you never felt like it was cheap. Like, and there was always a way to find out what to do, like to beat it. So
yeah,
just the last level was the only thing that I was like really getting upset with, but it was really
that last
difficult.
level is a fucking best.
Yeah.
And it's on Game Pass, so people can check it out. And it's on sale
Yeah.
for $22.49 on PlayStation, Xbox, and Switch. So if you're on the fence about it and you play a little bit of it, and decide you want to buy it, go ahead, pick
Yep.
it up. I bought it digital and physical from Limited Run. So hopefully those.
Yeah,
will be
because
coming soon.
they're one of the ones that's doing a physical. Because that Ion Fury game that comes out in 2 weeks, they're doing a limited edition big box physical copy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it's a good game. We had fun with it. The only problem is we tried playing online, but some of us couldn't because they kept freezing because the servers are slammed.
yeah, the servers are. I've had a couple games where I've had to like stop, disconnect from the online session, find another person, and then try and hope that it runs all the way through to finish the level.
Yeah. No, I thought it was good. Liked it. Enjoyed it. I played the Predator game on PlayStation. Fuck that game. It's a piece of shit.
Oh,
I told Jeff it runs like shit, and he's like, "Oh, it's fun though." I'm like, "Yes, it's a fun game in concept, but it's poorly executed. It runs like dog shit. It runs. It's got to
it's like
run at like
Evolve.
12 frames a second. It's horrible.
someone posted like some clips of them playing as the Predator, and he had one where it was like he was invisible but not really, and he was stuck between a wall and like a rock ledge floating in the air, and the human players are just standing there shooting at him because he can't move.
And this game is $40, and there's 3 maps.
Ooh,
And
that
and it's online only. There's no offline mode.
is now. Is there like private lobbies or no?
Yeah, you could do private lobbies, but it's still limited to 3 maps. There's no other maps.
It's like Evolve.
I mean,
No, Evolve only had one map.
it had a shitty offline mode, but this doesn't even have that. It has nothing.
Oh yeah, remember we
You can't
tested
even-
it to see if it
These
was
maps
playable.
are so fucking big, you can't even find each other. We're literally trying to find each other for like 20 minutes. The match ended, and we didn't even find each other.
Oh my god.
What were you saying?
Yeah, I saw you played that where you were literally just walking around a big empty map because you couldn't.
I couldn't find Jeff. And then he
Yeah.
couldn't find me. It's like, goddamn, what the fuck?
Remember we had to test Evolve at the shop to see if it was playable offline,
Yeah,
and we were just like, "Oh god, horrible."
yeah, it's just horrible.
I got fucking so ripped off by that game. I was so excited because they're like, oh, it's the Left 4 Dead people. I'm like, great. And then just playing that, I was like,
Yeah, but the trailer made you think it was like this big time Jurassic Park horror game or something. You buy the game,
yeah,
it's
where
like
it was
fucking
like, oh, you're
Borderlands.
constantly fight,
It's like,
and then you get in there and it's like, you spend half the match fucking chasing a monster.
Yeah, and it's not even a serious game. It's just people acting stupid.
Yeah.
It's like it's like got humor to it. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I thought this was a serious horror game. That's what the trailer
Ooh,
makes
did they
it look
maybe
like.
show that?
No.
That Back for Blood? Did they show that? They might show that.
Back for Blood. What's that?
It's same studio. It's their new game. They're doing a spiritual successor to Left 4 Dead. It's called Back for Blood.
I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
Maybe Phil's just gonna cancel the digital event. We're like, you know what? If Sony's not coming out,
Canceled
we're not coming out.
this. Halo Infinite is canceled indefinitely, and then 2 days later we'll get a leak showing that Master Chief died.
Fuck it.
And
Yeah,
there's two endings.
There's a golf scene.
Oh,
Oof.
I heard that the people from what was that golf game on PlayStation?
Hot Shots?
Hot
Or
Shot.
everybody.
Yeah, the Hot Shots characters are DLC for The Last of Us.
Oh, cool.
The PlayStation Vita. They're gonna port it to the Vita.
why is there a
Or
game
maybe
called?
Joel's an unlockable character in the new Hot Shots Golf.
Well. Now, let's get to the PlayStation stuff. What's going on with this shit?
With the leaks?
Sony says that they caught the people, but they don't work there and they never work there. And I'm just thinking,
Yeah.
you're full of shit. You're covering your own ass.
They said that it was a hack, and I'm like, I doubt it, because think about the amount of effort it would take.
Listen, if it was a hack, I'm going to be dead honest with you guys.
Whole
if
game would be
The
leaked.
whole game would have been put on the internet,
Yep.
and the new Jailbreak would have been released for the PS4. And people
Yep.
will be playing it right now.
Yep, I
Yeah,
agree.
if it was an outside source, that thing would have been fucking out there.
Yeah.
Why would they have stole videos? That makes no sense. It would stole the files.
And the videos
and-
were in debug mode, which you can enable. If you have a hack PS4, you can enable that same debug mode in Last of Us 1 and Uncharted 4.
Yep.
That debug mode is made for developers. Hey, they have that enabled from day one, so they can see
Yeah, and
how the
some of the
game runs.
cutscenes had like the frame counter in the corner. Like
Yep.
there's a dev build like it's like disclaimer and everything. Like
Yeah, and the dev
there's no way
dev
that
build
is an
number is
outside.
probably in the game.
It literally says dev built, and it was like April
I think
2020 build or something.
I think they're trying to damage control the story that these people weren't paid.
Yep.
Oh yeah, 100% they're damage control.
So
Because
that's
if
what
it was an outside source, it'd be out there.
And it was conveniently like the crucial plot points.
And
It's like, come on.
I don't until I
Yeah.
see something. I don't think they have the people that leaked it.
No.
I think they just said that shit. Because listen, if it was an outside source, why did they the next day turn out? Oh, June 19th, it's coming out.
It forced
Yeah.
their hand.
Yeah, a lot of this. Listen, we already talked about the timeline last week. This goes back a couple of months. It's like it was all coming to a head, and it finally did. And Sony's magic. Oh yeah, 3 days later, we know who did it, but they didn't work here, and we don't know who worked where. And it's like, if they didn't work for you, how the fuck did they get the game?
No, they said it was a hack, conveniently.
Yeah, but a hack. You would have to you would have to steal the disc off the server, and there's not a jailbreak right now that can play that game.
Yeah, so how the hell did he play it?
That's what I'm fucking saying.
And
Like,
it's
they're
not,
lying.
and they wouldn't just like get gameplay videos. Like, why would they conveniently have like the gameplay?
The highest
The
jailbreak.
gameplay, all of the like major plot points, like
Yeah, conveniently, right? Just those.
The highest firmware that the PlayStation 4 jailbreak can run is 5.07. Okay, which means you cannot play games since May or June of 2018 or 2017.
Yeah.
Whatever it was. Like, you can't play Spider-Man, you can't play Red Dead right now on a hacked PS4. They just don't work.
Yeah.
Some games were backported, like Persona and the Final Fantasy demo. They were backported, which means they had code to run on. They had a universal code that could make it run on lower firmware. Last of Us 2 wasn't put on the internet, and I highly doubt it runs on a fucking firmware from 2017
Yeah, no way.
or 2018, whatever
No.
it was.
not if it's an April 2020 build
Yeah, no
of
way.
the game.
It's not
There's
happening.
no way it runs on a 2017 console.
So they're full of shit.
Did you?
They're trying to
so-
damage control that, and that's not cool, man. I'm telling you, more stuff about this is going to come out. Guaranteed. This story's not over yet. What? Did I what?
Did you send me the screenshot where it was like on Twitter or something or Reddit, and the person was like, maybe Sony put out the fake leaks to swerve us? And I was like, oh my god.
Yeah, you know what, man? People like that are just fucking dumb. Again, that's the ignorance. That's the
People
ignorance.
people really believe that it's like fake. I'm like, how?
Yeah, but that's okay. They'll buy it, they'll play it, and they'll see that it wasn't.
But there
maybe
was
they'll-
context.
Maybe they'll fucking keep their eyes and ears open next time.
You need the
Well-
context of the scene. That's why.
Yeah, but that's the
There
fanboys.
just came out today that they're now banning. They're not banning. They're blocking people's channels if they talk about spoilers for the game. Like they're going through YouTube and finding channels, even if you're discussing about the spoilers. Like even if you don't have any footage, if they find you, they're banning you.
Well, it has
For
to be in
doing
the
it.
title or something. It can't be like we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, but like just the fact that they're doing that to try and damage control, it's like no, it's out there. People should be allowed to talk about it.
What
Or
Sony
just to
should have
start-
done, Sony should have just fucking ignored this shit.
Yep.
Druckmann should have ignored it. If it leaked out, don't say anything. Because the minute you start saying, yeah, I'm heartbroken, we're going to flag all the video, you're just confirming this shit's real.
Yep.
Yeah,
And-
you've now confirmed that this leak is not.
And then Neil
It's not a
Druckmann,
late version of the game.
Neil Druckmann's posted shit on his wall like, oh, if you don't like the game and the story, then fuck you. It's like, you know how many more people you just lost? Like, if you
Yeah.
wouldn't have said anything, you wouldn't have lost that many people.
Yeah, it's like fucking Randy going out and telling people like, oh, if you don't like the fact that you're not getting your bonuses, just fucking quit. Like it's the ignorance of like, oh no, go fuck yourself if you don't want to.
If it was fake, they
Exactly.
wouldn't be flagging people. They wouldn't care. They wouldn't have said anything. It's real.
Yeah,
Richard
the fact
said,
that they're flagging it and doing the most damage control, that it's just confirmed that that leak is real. All of that stuff is real and out there.
Richard says pretty messed up that the higher ups got their pay, but the actual people making the game did not. That's true.
Higher ups get their pay. Apparently, through one of the ex-employees. This was like a few months ago. He was talking about like how Naughty Dog now has such a bad reputation, even before this, that they can't hire actual like video game animators. They have to hire like TV and movie animators to help get the game out there because they've gotten such a bad reputation from the way they've been treating their employees.
Mm.
And apparently it's been happening for a while. So
yeah, there were articles back in January of this year.
Yeah, talking about how shitty the work situation was. So this was bound to happen if they were gonna treat their staff like this.
Yeah.
I'm surprised no Borderlands shit has fucking leaked from the way that they fucking treat their employees.
Well, even Shlong Yi made a video saying Sony flagging the leaks is unacceptable.
Yeah.
What does that even mean? Like he's against Sony for that, or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's against Sony.
Yeah, until they fucking powder his fucking ass cheeks.
Send him a free copy of the game.
Oh, love. Let me tell you something about Yi Shlong or Shlong Yi, whatever the fuck his name is.
Young Yi, I think is how you pronounce it.
Listen, when Gears 5 was announced, they showed the first Gears 5 trailer. He shit on that game because the protagonist was a woman. Because I saw that video that he had. And he goes, I don't know why a woman is the main protagonist. But I haven't played the game since Gears 2. It's like, so you're shitting on it for having a woman protagonist. But this game's got a woman protagonist. And he's like, oh my god, I can't wait to play it. It's like, what a fucking douchebag. What a fucking loser.
I find him he can be very two-faced.
Well, he's a fucking shithead schlong. Shang Schlong, because he changes his fucking opinion. How about that? Yi Hong Schlong, whatever. Yi Yang. They shouldn't be banning YouTube accounts for talking about public information. Freedom of speech is a thing.
Yeah, like it's so fucking scummy that they're doing it.
Yeah, man, as long as they're not showing a video and stuff, like, who cares?
They're not showing video, they're just talking about...
No, I'm just saying, as long as you don't, who gives a shit? Like,
yeah,
Sony
but the fact that
Sony's
Sony's even, like, blocking people who are just talking about it, like... It's out there, Sony. You can't, like... The jar is open. You can't fucking reseal it now and pretend like... It's like when that guy tried to sell you the fucking... Yeah, or that guy when he tried to sell you that mic when it was already open and he put it back in the... It's like, no, the thing's already fucking open. It's out there.
He is full of it.
It's like when people release early access games and they're like, oh, it's going to be better, just wait. It's like, no, you only ever have one launch. As soon as something is out there, you can't fucking take it away and then bring it back. Like fucking Anthem trying to do...
Oh, God. And Destiny 2, that's dead.
Yeah, like, no, you guys had your fucking launch window. You can't magically fucking... It's so dumb.
You know who took a lot of heat for that? Microsoft, with Halo Master Chief Collection. They took heat for like 4 or 5 years, and then now it's playable. And people are like, well, that game just sucks online. They didn't fix it. It's like they did fix it, but you were just ignorant enough to fucking believe that it's not fixed still.
Yeah.
A lot of people just don't get it, dude. Alchemist wrote, Yi Young is a pure fanboy. His Death Stranding review, he tried so hard to make the game sound good. Riot Respect said, Death Stranding it sucked. It fucking sucked.
You just didn't understand it, Riot. It was a game about strands and social... I don't know. I can't even take it seriously. It's so fucking up its own ass.
Kojima's a fucking loser. Look, he made good Metal Gear games, but, I mean, after that, he's a one-trick pony.
Yeah.
You know? Now you fucking look twice about Konami firing this guy. And you're like, you know what? Maybe they were in the right. the whole time.
Maybe they were. If this is what he makes when he's
Maybe he fucking
like,
say, "I want 300 million, and I want to make this shit," and Konami's like, "Are you on drugs? We're not giving you that money." And then all the shit, Konami's like watching their employees on the security cameras. That might all be bullshit now. We don't know.
I believe Konami doing that because a lot of Japanese corporations do watch their employees.
Death Stranding is so.
But I can see why they wanted to part ways if this is what his grand magnum opus was.
Who the fuck
This
thought
is
that was
literally a bullshit delivery game that tries to talk about emotions and the connections we have with other people. Like, no.
People just wanted Silent Hills. All you had to do was just give it to us in a different name. And they didn't do that.
No.
He dropped the fucking ball huge. People in the chat room are furious. Death Stranding is so self-absorbed, said Richard. The Witcher.
Yeah, it is.
Ryan Respect, a walking simulator to its core. Who the fuck thought that was a good idea? And after all the marketing, that's what they actually said. Oh no, wait. After they put it out, actually said. Okay.
No, it is sad. It's embarrassing that they put that out.
Embarrassing, yes. 100%.
And you have Sony talking like it's this giant art piece and it's winning all these art house awards, but it's like, yeah, but at the end of the day, it's a game that's made for artsy people who are up their own ass. Like, when you actually sit down and think about the things that happen in the game, none of it makes any fucking sense.
If you're buying a painting to put in your bathroom, I kind of don't consider that art.
Yeah.
Just like this game. You should frame this game and fucking put it in your bathroom. This was Death Stranding. I don't know, man. Fucking just Kojima exposed himself. That's all it was. And all these.
It was him
people...
calling in every favor he had to get any celebrity in this game because he always has a big thing for always trying to put celebrity. Like, he tried to do this shit with the original Metal Gears.
Yeah.
He tried to replace David Hayter in Metal Gear 2 with some fucking actor. I don't remember. Even before the Metal Gear 5 shit. Like, he's been trying for years to get all these celebrities into it. And it's not like they're putting in fucking amazing performances.
Kiefer Sutherland. He was the guy that they fucking replaced him.
Yeah, but like that, a lot of those performances are really flat, and the main character I have no compassion for. He is so just boring.
Right, respect. After all, it reminds me of a movie, Parasite, where all these children paint something, and a fake art teacher praises them for trying to con their family. Alchemist says, I really wonder if that rumor about Sony cutting Kojima's funding was true. We still don't know. I think that's real, dude. Because that game was a fucking flop. They got no money. And this guy's running out there blowing their cash, giving them a shitty game.
Now,
and then he shit on Americans and Canadians saying we don't understand the game. Fuck you. How about you get out of America and go make money somewhere else, you fuck?
Now, do you think he's
blatantly racist because his game fucking blows chunks?
Now, do you see if Sony runs out of? Well, they don't have a lot of money left. Do you see them cutting ties with him?
Oh yeah, I do.
And then
the minute they say he's
next, I don't think Microsoft is going to want to blow all that money.
Well, what Microsoft's going to do is they're going to tell him, "Yo, you can make games for this system, but you're on your own. Like, we're not fucking giving you money anymore."
Yeah, because if he's just going to blow money like he does, like, because that was always the story for years. It's like Konami didn't like the fact that it always took him so long and it took them so much money to get games out there.
He's got an ego. He's a fucking narcissist, this guy.
Yeah, he's very much his own artist.
Yeah, you can. Oh, yeah, you want to make all these things, but you need other people's money. Oh, okay. Let's see how that works. Oh, you painted a piece of dog shit. Wow, market that shit out of it.
I wonder how bad. I wonder what Sony first said when they saw what that game actually was.
Richard said they wanted Kurt Russell to play Snake back in the day.
Yeah, that's what it was. They wanted Kurt Russell.
Yeah, and he didn't give a fuck about video games.
Well, he's based off of Snake Plissken from Escape
Yeah,
from New
that's
York.
why.
Good. Screw him and his fanboys. I like him,
Great
but he's nuts. With no one keeps him chained. What? No one keeps him chained. He should be locked in the basement like the fucking sloth.
PS4?
Hey, let him keep making shitty games on Sony. That's all. He's just gonna bankrupt them
Speaking
quicker.
of fucking crazy auteurs, where the fuck is David Cage? I'm surprised he hasn't fucking gone out there showing off his next fucking emotion game.
Oh, I don't know, man.
Is he waiting for the PS5 reveal to fucking show up with another old man head to talk about the power of the console?
Who the fuck knows?
Maybe Xbox will show that game that got canceled with that like goblin guy. Remember we always talked about that? Like what happened to it?
Yeah, what happened to that game? Nobody knows.
What game?
I don't even know what it was called. It was like
Was
a
it
weird.
Scalebound?
No.
Nah,
It was a PlayStation game that never came out.
they like showed it in like 2013. It just never.
When they announced the PS4, they showed this game. As
But it
one of the
never really
games.
got like canceled or anything. They just never talked about it again. That was it.
Kind of like Black Site.
Here, let me see. Google.
It was just over.
PS4 game canceled. Old man.
It was like a fantasy type game. I feel like with like a goblin and like a wizard or
You
something.
feel yourself.
Oh,
What?
Deep Down?
What was
Is
it?
that what that is?
Goblin. What is it? Deep Down?
Deep Down was the was it Capcom or Square was working on it? It was supposed to be like their attempt at a Souls game.
No, I don't think this was that game. Let me see.
Yeah, I don't know. It was almost like a tech demo, but it was a game.
The Dark Sorcerer.
Oh, okay, there you
E3
go.
2013. It looked cool, and it just never came out.
And they
lied
never
again.
they never canceled it or talked about it or anything. It was just like gone forever from existence.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Because Deep Down is another game that fucking disappeared too. I think it was shown off at a Sony like Gamescom or something the one year, like 2014, and that completely disappeared.
Yeah, the trailer's on Google. The Dark Sorcerer E3. It's still on their website, their PlayStation YouTube channel.
It's still coming out.
Still coming out any day.
Oh god. Still coming out.
Let me check their video and see what the comments say.
Quantic Dream was making it.
Oh, then that would be why that game is not coming.
2 years ago, somebody wrote 5 years later, and I still want to play this. Like you put like a fucking.
I don't think you would want to play it if it's fucking Quantic Dream. That's the fucking Heavy Rain people. That's the last. That game probably didn't happen because they made Detroit Become Human.
Hey, that should get a sequel. That game was good.
It's no longer
Yeah,
exclusive.
racism, but what if robots?
Yeah, I didn't like that story. That guy. What was that guy's name? I liked the cop, and I liked the maid. I didn't like the other guy's
Oh,
story.
Connor.
Yeah.
Connor
was the cop.
Connor was the cop.
Yeah, he was the
Fuck
cop,
was it?
and the maid.
Kara was the maid.
Yeah, the
Was-
other guy.
Marcus, was that the other guy?
Marcus. That was right out of Terminator Salvation. Fuck that shit.
Yeah.
That was so stupid.
It's like very Westworld too. They do
And
that.
Minka Kelly's like, you need to kill the humans, so I'll have sex with you. It's like, you're robots, you fucking idiot. It's so
No, the best part
stupid.
is that when you played as the cop guy, fucking Clancy Brown was your angry.
Yeah.
partner.
Mr. Krabs.
And then seeing all the videos of people dubbing in Mr. Krabs talking to Connor,
Yeah.
and vice versa.
People praise Kojima like he's the second coming of Jesus Christ. Deep down, it's going to be another Last Guardian situation. Capcom was making Deep Down and Marcus. Yeah.
Capcom was making it.
Those are all the tattoos I'm going to get on my arm now.
What?
But there's always those games that like never
I'm
happen.
going to
Like,
get
the
the
360
chat room tattooed on my arm.
like what was that game being made by Namco that for 360, Frame City Killer? That fucking never came out.
Pac-Man.
Pac-Man and
Or,
the Ghostly Adventures 1 and 2. Great games.
Oh yeah.
Abba, what's up, buddy? I'm going to see you in a little bit, Abba, when we do the Patreon-only show. Abba
Or the PS3 game. What was it? 38 Days? Or 8 Days? What the fuck was it?
30 Days of Night.
It was that cop game that was totally a fucking tech demo, and they never really. But then again, there's this fucking crazy people that think Agent is still coming.
That's
and
the
I'm
cop
like,
car
okay,
from Streets of Rage 1. When you hit the A button,
Oh,
the cop car rolls up, goes.
That's the fucking super for the classic characters. Is the cop car shows up with a rocket launcher?
Yeah, well, that's what he should do. I'm surprised he wasn't in the game, but they're not cops anymore, which is weird. But whatever.
Yeah. I thought Quantic Dream is now multi-platform because they put out Detroit on PC, or are they still Sony?
I don't know.
I don't know.
No, it's on PC, but I don't know if they're only.
Yeah, I don't know
Sony
if
or
they're
what.
still. I don't know. The last thing I heard about that studio, they were in hot water for sexually harassing their female employees. So
I thought you liked me.
someone called it an old boys club over at
Frankensteiner.
Quantic Dream.
Yeah, well, fuck them. They know all about the civil rights shit,
Frankensteiner.
right?
No, man, it's not the Huracan Rana. It's the Frankensteiner. I invented it.
Frankensteiner recliner.
Yeah.
That would be awesome if he could do both at the same time. Do a
Why is he not in
Frankensteiner
that
into
fucking-
a recliner.
Yeah.
Why is he not what? In the Hall of Fame?
No, the WWE, that new wrestling game. I want a big, dumb, cartoony Scott Hall. Or not Scott Hall, sorry, Scott Steiner.
Yeah, because he fucking threatened to kill Hogan a few years ago or something, so he's banned.
They'll just do the same thing with China. He'll horribly die of like a heart attack or something, and then they'll put him in. And they'll get Hogan to be the one to induct him in. You know, he tried to kill me one time.
No, Hogan was just lying. Said, oh, he saw my wife at an airport and tried to give her flowers once. That's Hogan.
Hogan always lies. He's lied 6 times about fucking Andre the Giant, about how big Andre was.
He's 300 pounds, then he's 600 pounds, then he's 800 pounds, then he's a ton.
Yeah. His
It's
hands was massive.
It's like, dude, we know you broke your back lifting the fucking guy up. We get it. He looks like an idiot in every interview he fucking does. Any questions in the chat room? Is there anything else to talk about with Microsoft or Sony or whatever?
Nah, I think we covered it.
All the ponies?
There's stuff we're gonna have to talk about on the podcast, but nothing
Yeah, all right.
right now.
Yeah, this is...
We can't give all our cards away.
Well, this is not a multi-gaming podcast. It's just Microsoft and their enemy Sony.
My last thing to do is I'm just excited for 2 weeks. It's my birthday, and then I'll be playing Ion Fury.
Ion Fury. Huh?
Hopefully it's good.
RE3 still not cracked.
I went to go look for Modern Warfare 2 on the site, and there was a game called Sperminator in the top thing.
What?
I was like, what? And I looked it up. It's 49 cents on Steam. I don't even know why you'd illegally download it.
Why would somebody rip that?
I don't know.
Who fucking knows?
I didn't see Modern Warfare wasn't up there yet. because it just got cracked like a few hours ago. So
Hang on, let me see.
we'll have to see.
Okay. Yeah, it's not up yet.
Nope,
That's
not yet.
okay. Yeah, just wait another day. Who cares?
I don't care.
All right. So, any question in the chat
I'm
room?
looking forward to prison being over. Richard, prison is not over yet. They're still fucking telling people that, oh, we're gonna open.
No, he means the console prison.
Oh, the console.
Yeah, we're almost out.
You get out in 6 months with good behavior, buddy.
Yeah.
If I fucking make it, man, I don't know. I'm at high risk.
You will.
Yeah, we better hope so.
I mean,
I
went
downloaded
into my
Gears
work-
Tactics, but I didn't play it yet.
No.
Oh, do we see that? Because that's supposed to be getting a console. Oh no, because it's first party. Never mind.
Oh.
So first party games are going to be showing off in June, from what I'm hearing,
Yeah.
and that's
So
where
that's
they're
when
going
we'll
to give
see
you
Battletoads.
Yeah, and that's when they're going to give you the price of the console and show you the Series S.
Yeah.
And they're gonna people are gonna get mad. It doesn't have a disk drive. They're trying to force it. No, they're fucking not.
They're trying to force
They're
it.
making you say, hey, listen, if you want a disk drive, you gotta buy the higher end machine. If you want to save $400 fucking dollars, you can buy the one without the disk drive. Ooh, but you're trying to take games away from us to trade in. GameStop's going out of business, motherfucker. What are you gonna do with your games?
We
This
should
is-
try and set up a thing for Thursday.
You-
Have the three of us on
You know what
Discord and all watching the fucking event thing. 'Cause
You know what I think is fucking funny? PC gamers don't want an optical drive. They make fun of you for having an optical drive.
yeah.
Console people, oh my god, don't take my disk drive away. You're taking my freedom away. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
These
I wouldn't-
things are
if I had a
PCs.
PC, I wouldn't want a fucking optical drive. Most PCs now don't have fucking optical drives.
Right. I'm just saying though, like a lot of PC gamers don't care because they use Steam and they download their shit. That's what these consoles are gonna do in the next 5 to 10 years.
But they're taking away their freedom to spend fucking $300 on a collector's edition.
Yeah, right, and that's gonna go away, which is good. Maybe not. I don't even know. Maybe they will sell
No,
collector's
it won't.
editions
They're going to
without-
do what they've already started testing the waters with. They're going to sell collector's editions that don't have the game in it. Companies are not afraid to sell you the crap.
Is Ion Fury gonna have a physical release? What the hell's Ion Fury?
Ion Fury is the 3D Realms game that was built in the Duke 3D engine.
Oh,
It's a
right.
first-person shooter.
It's with the woman instead of Duke, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I know what that is now.
Yeah, it comes out next week. Or no, not next week, the week after, the 14th.
And that's limited run, or it's actually gonna have a release?
Physical copies are coming. They're delayed. I don't know if they're limited run, though. They're delayed until June just because of the whole pandemic.
I'm looking on limited run now. I don't see that on here.
I don't know if they are going to be.
Yeah, so they might not. It might be regular retail.
All they said for physical is that it's delayed a month. Won't be coming until June 16th or 14th.
Ion Fury. Is this on Steam already?
Yeah, it's already on Steam. It's been out on for a
Yeah,
while.
it came out a year ago, last July or something, right?
Yeah, this is the
August
console version.
2019.
You know
It's
the
on good
Jay
old
and
games,
Silent
too.
Bob game is coming to Switch.
What?
Yeah, the game. It's coming to Switch. I'm so surprised.
What?
What game's coming to Switch?
The Jay and Silent Bob Mall Brawl game is actually coming to Switch on like Thursday.
Wow.
Mall Brawl.
It looks cool. It's like an NES game. I actually might want to check it out.
Is it kind of like the Beavis and Butthead beat 'em up where they were in the mall?
I don't know. I've
the,
never
SNES?
played this game. I just saw the thing of it today, and I was like, "That's cool."
Let me see this.
It's like 8-bit, but it looks good.
Maybe I'll check that out. I don't know.
It's cheap enough.
The Ion Fury thing, though, is funny because they got the voice actor for Duke to play the villain. So it's kind of funny hearing John St. John, but not as the playable character.
At least he's doing something else, you know?
Yeah, I know.
Did you see the photos I posted in Discord?
Hang on. I did not know if it was going to have one.
Well, he is doing.
Whoa, what is that? What? Oh my god, the guy's at a basketball game.
Well, John St. John is doing another game. He's doing Postal 4. He's the Postal guy this time. Which I'm surprised that is still a franchise that is around.
He should just tell Randy Pitchford, you're a fucking asshole, and I'll bring back Duke. Please, don't hurt me. I'm gonna fuck you up. Now you better put that shit out. Now!
I don't even know if Duke could work in the world now. You'd have to do, like, a thing where, like, people are not taking him seriously, and they're like, what? In order for it to work. Because you can't do 90s cheese where he's like, oh, babes. Like, playing Duke Nukem Forever made me never want to play another thing with Duke.
Put the fucking original Duke games on Switch. Like Duke 1, 2, and 3D.
I'm surprised that they didn't do it when they did the 20th anniversary. Why they didn't put Duke on Switch?
Yeah.
What was that one we played on Xbox? They should put that on Switch.
Yeah, that's
remember we played it together.
That's what he's just talking about.
Yeah,
the World Tour. But I think the reason they can't put that out is because they're currently in a legal battle with that game. So that's probably why there's not a Switch port yet.
Any other questions?
Yeah, you gotta go do your other thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if Eli shows up, he's pissed off. We got in a fight last night. Now he's not showing up. Apparently, I was supposed to know a channel I never watched. And it caused a bit of tension. But we squashed it, I think. Because he was supposed to be on this show, and he's like, I'll be on after. So I don't know what's going on. Yang Yi, seal of approval. Yeah, I'd like to pepperoni punch a fucking PS4 to his face.
I'm just picturing fans now, like Al Snow, instead of head written on their forehead, it just says PS5.
Yeah. Fucking Al Snow. He will whoop the shit out of Yi Young. Fucking Yi Young. These fucking guys, man. These YouTube guys. They think they're journalists and YouTube's their job. No, motherfucker. You're a fucking idiot. That's what you are. You, Ryan McCaffrey, all these motherfuckers. They're all stupid.
I hate Ryan McCaffrey so much.
He had Phil on for, after all that time, Microsoft dodged them because they were being shitheads to them. So they finally brought them back in IGN, and they were like, all right, let's do an interview with these guys. He interviewed Phil, and all the guy did was criticize him after it was over. Then they made that parody 2 weeks later, April Fool's joke video about the Xbox Series
It's
XXL.
disappointing because they have people at IGN that are actually like people who are not like that, and yet that's the one they fucking give to do all the interviews.
But I hope I hope Phil Spencer turns around and goes, you know what? You're gonna keep fucking around with us. I'm not sending you fucking machines. I'm not giving you coverage on our stuff. Just blacklist them. They're fucking idiots, and they keep doing this shit because they're fucking stupid. Instead of promoting all games and trying to get people into gaming, they're fueling a fucking fake console war. And by fake, I mean it's just games. Who gives a shit where you play them fucking games at? That's what drives me nuts.
There's only one person that I can think of that I actually would like watch stuff from IGN, and that's because I liked him before he was on IGN. It's Max Scoville, but even then, he doesn't do fucking any of the interview shit.
I don't know how IGN is still around. Like, to be honest with you, the way they treat people, the bunch of fucking
I don't know
guys,
how they've
been. All get in trouble
they're
for
like
sexual
one of the
harassment.
last big.
Yeah.
I honestly thought they would have been gone before Game Trailers, and then Game Trailers died.
Yeah. It's
just,
what?
I just saw two things pop up that we gotta talk about real quick.
What?
Number one, PS5 apparently is going to have spoiler blocking technology.
Yeah,
So
I read that a couple of weeks ago. That's so stupid.
Good luck recording your footage. And then Also, it says Call of Duty Warzone may be upgraded for Series X 3 hours ago.
Oh, so
Oh.
you were
This
right.
looks like it's here to stay. So, that's cool.
Yeah.
I hope that's
I mean,
true.
they
I mean,
spun
that's
it
cool.
off into its own, like, all you have to do is download it, so there you go.
Well, the big rumor is Halo's going to be like Warzone. That's going
It
to be Halo's
should.
multiplayer.
I don't want that to be its fucking multiplayer. Just put fucking classic Halo. Like, you guys fucked over the last game so much that I don't want these dumb gimmicks anymore. I don't want fucking sprint.
I
don't
think
want...
they're doing that. I think they're going to turn around and give you just the campaign as the main game, and then you don't even need to buy the game because you can just play it like Fortnite. It's going to be free because they see the model.
It works. And
Yeah.
you know what? It gets people playing for longer, so I'm okay with it.
It's going to bring
I'm not.
it's going to bring the masses back to Halo, even if they don't like Halo. And I think that's what they're trying to do. But we'll see. We'll see what they end up fucking saying. Might not even be true.
As long as
That's
as
what I
long as
heard.
they still have like regular Team Slayer and stuff, but and then like also have a battle royale, that's fine.
It's gonna be exactly like Halo's multiplayer. It's just gonna be free for everybody.
Yeah, that's fine.
And they're gonna have all different modes on there. But it's just not gonna be part of the game. Like the game is gonna be its own thing.
Don't just be like, oh, the whole multiplayer is Fortnite. Well, like that'd be stupid.
But but like if you don't have Game Pass or whatever, you can still play this free Halo multiplayer.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
Because
cool,
they want
but
people
there was
to.
that.
But again, how are they gonna do it? And if it's true, it might not even be true. I might have
Yeah, because there's that rumor that the multiplayer isn't going to be there at launch.
yeah.
They're going to wait. Which I was like, what? That was a rumor for a really long time. So I guess we'll have to see what they're.
The game better
When
be
they show
really
it.
long if they're gonna do that shit. So,
Yeah, that was my thought when they announced that. I was like, when that rumor was floating around, I was like, that game has to be the most, like, a million things to do. Because if there's no multiplayer, like,
it's not gonna be worth the price.
no.
Um,
There was that dangerous driving when they made their full version of their driving game where they're like, oh yeah, there's online multiplayer, but not at launch. And that game didn't build a community because you had to wait a year for the online to come out, and at that point, nobody wanted to play it.
What do you think of the photo I put in the Discord?
I gotta look. I don't always have it open because I gotta check the stream. What is
People
that?
People probably fall for that.
What is that?
It's supposed to be the PS5.
But what is it? What is it actually?
I don't know. I think someone made it. I don't know.
That looks like a mock-up. That doesn't look
Yeah,
like an
there's
actual...
no way that that's real.
Yeah, they're not gonna release something with a hole in it.
Look at how stupid it looks.
Richard said he's fine with Halo being stupid. That's not what he said. He's fine with Halo being free multiplayer, as long as they don't cheap out on the modes. Ryan respects that Halo needs to be good.
Oh my god.
He's kind of right, though. 5 was such a fucking train wreck.
Yeah. I mean, when you can beat that game in one day, it's like, yeah.
When you beat that game in one day and
what about the rest of the
you can't
gen?
play split screen in a fucking Halo game on the same console, it's like, what?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I stayed home and beat it in one day. So
I beat it in one day. I think I beat it in like less than 6 hours or something. I think I beat it in 5 hours. Like, it's not a long...
yeah, it was. I just didn't want it to get spoiled, so I was like, let me just beat it.
But even then, there's nothing to spoil because nothing fucking
Nope.
happens in it.
Nothing happens. Ugh.
And they did. I just have a whole issue with that whole sequel trilogy.
Yeah. I'm
Yeah.
not a fan of the Prometheans.
Nah, 4
No,
and
no,
5
no.
are kind of lame.
Also, speaking of trilogies, I've decided to do a horrible decision and force my fiance to watch the prequel trilogies of Star Wars because she's never seen them.
I mean,
Hey,
you should
man.
see it at least once.
Compared to Disney, they're not too bad.
Yeah, that's true.
At one point, we just watched episode 1 today. At one point, she had to stop for a good half an hour because it just broke her watching all of the old like fucking Jar Jar scenes and shit. It was funny for me, but
Ugh.
oh jeez.
The CGI is just ungodly. I feel like that's as I get older, that's the worst part of the movie. The CGI is just so bad.
But I agree with you, Perry. The Disney trilogy is worse.
Yeah. And
It's
Ryan,
such a
Ryan
just-
respects is the same shit. The prequels are better than the sequels.
Yeah,
Last
we can all
Jedi-
agree
sequel
on
trilogy
that.
is
Last
is
Jedi was the
so...
last one that I saw, and I'm just done. Like, once I saw that, I was like, okay, these don't exist anymore, and it ended with Jedi. Return of the Jedi. It ended in 83. Like, that's it.
And look at how much they've now rushed to try and get the head of that to change the head of the Lucasfilm studio.
Yeah.
They're trying hard to like get another trilogy out there that's not done by her, and it's just
Yeah, they dropped the fucking ball. Star Wars is dead. You can
yeah.
you can take the little side stories and keep it going, but the main story is just done. Because Carrie Fisher's dead. They waited too fucking long. These people are 100 years old now. There's no way they can go back and reboot it with the same people. It's just never gonna happen. They fucked it up.
No, it was such a thing of the time, and the one linchpin that holds Star Wars as a high franchise is the fact that Episode 5 is a good movie.
Yeah.
It's the one thing that's holding this whole bubble of Star Wars together, is the fact that Episode 5 is such a good movie that it holds this series together. If it wasn't for that, this would just be another sci-fi series that people don't really...
Yeah.
If you give it 2 to 3 years and you do like an Old Republic movie, like that's fine because right now people are really burnt out. But if they just do something totally fresh in like 2 or 3 years,
Nah, it's not gonna happen.
well, they're gonna keep pumping stuff out, and people are gonna get even more.
It's never gonna be
burnt
as
out. The
popular
newest
as
plan
the originals.
No,
The newest plan that's been going around is apparently they're in talks with the two guys who have been working on The Mandalorian about doing a new franchise and doing a completely new universe that will be more popular than the MCU. That is their plan, apparently. Is they want to do a MCU style
I'll be honest
expanded
with you,
universe. in
Jon
Star
Favreau
Wars.
should have been directing the fucking the sequel trilogy.
yeah,
Because The Mandalorian, when I watch that, I feel like I'm back in the fucking 80s watching this shit on TV. Like the hype, the Star Wars hype in the 80s.
Because he's a guy that actually understands what that whole
Yes.
series is about.
Yes, he should have been the one. J.J. Abrams, fuck that guy. He was such a fucking idiot, that guy.
he's not horrible,
No,
but
he is
had
horrible. You
nothing
know
to
why?
work with.
Because he fucking sat there and was like, oh yeah, I'll just do whatever you tell me to do. He didn't say, fuck this. That's not how we make movies here. I'm appalled that you want me to do this.
What do you
I
do
don't
after
know.
He
you?
Rise
played
of
ball with
Skywalker is
Disney.
pretty much
No,
is
but
very much J.J. Abrams' stupid mystery box
Yeah,
bullshit.
he got exposed too.
yeah, but you get 8, you inherit 8, and it's like, what do you do? 7 was great.
Yeah, but he shouldn't have fucking left it to begin with. He should have said, I'm going to see this whole thing through.
But
I don't
7
think
is
he had
just
a choice.
Episode 4 again.
He had a choice.
That's
He
all
went
it
to go
is.
direct other movies. And that's why he wasn't available.
Yeah, so it is kind of his fault. Then he
didn't
should have
want-
stayed with the whole
he didn't
thing.
want to be known as a Star Wars guy, but
Yeah.
Now he's
when
known
he
as the
signed it,
fucking
he only
loser.
wanted to do the one movie.
The
'cause
Trek
didn't
movies
want to be
he
the
did
Star
were
Wars
good.
guy.
yeah, but he didn't fuck up Star Trek.
No,
They didn't
He
bring
re-
back Shatner and say, hey, direct the
Well,
Shatner
also
movie.
that, like, with him, with Star Wars, he helped with the writing of it. With Star Trek, he just directed it. He
Yeah.
didn't
Yeah.
write those movies. He's good when he's directing. It's when you give him fucking things where it's like he writes all his mystery box shit.
I feel like they would have been a lot better though if he did all 3.
If he
'Cause
did
at least
all
it would have
three,
been-
and, you know, the heads of Disney didn't get too involved in the fucking project
Yeah,
to do their own thing, which they fucking ruined it because they don't understand Star Wars. They just they know what they want to do. It could have been fine. But
I feel like if he just directed it and someone else wrote the trilogy,
Yeah.
it would have been much better
Lucas
than
writes
the way
it,
it
he
is.
directs it. It could have worked out.
Which is also what is in talks, is apparently Lucas is back.
Yeah, he was with Favreau and the other guy in the photos.
Yeah, they brought back And apparently those three are now going to be the ones that run Lucasfilm.
But that's fine because Lucas might have shitty ideas, but that filters through Favreau, and he goes, "All right, George, that we're gonna do that, but we're gonna do it this way."
Well,
And
it
George
filters
Lucas
through
is gonna have
Favreau, and
hearts.
it filters through Dave Filoni.
Yeah, and Lucas is gonna like, oh my god, have hearts around him, like magic hearts.
But see, that's the other thing too, is they were like, "Oh, you can be on as a consultant," and then they just kicked him to the curb.
That's what they always do. The minute they announce him as a consultant, you knew, okay, they're not doing shit with this guy.
Yeah.
Because WWE does that all the time.
Yep.
They hire consultants and they don't use them. They kick them to the curb. That's just the title to keep you on the payroll to shut up. That's why Disney kept him. They kept him so he wouldn't open his mouth and fucking start screaming and yelling. And he did. And the minute he fucking did that, they fucking put the brakes on him. And they shit on him. They told me, oh, you're not allowed to come to the premiere. Because they knew during that movie he'd start screaming and yelling.
You killed my character.
Well,
he would just scream,
there's that
"What the
interview he
fuck?"
did where he called Disney white slavers. He said, "I sold my franchise to white slavers."
Oh my god.
He shouldn't have sold it.
No.
Should have
He
gave
shouldn't
it
have,
to
no.
he should have given it to Spielberg or somebody.
But you know what? Everyone dumped on him for the prequels, and he was like, "I'm done. I
That's
don't
why
want to
he
deal
sold
with this."
it. He
Yeah.
sold it because everyone shit on him for Jar Jar Binks. It's like, who gives a shit? It was for kids.
Well,
That
not only that,
character
they
was
shit
for
on him for the
kids.
prequels, and then
Yes.
I think he just didn't have it in him to do another trilogy.
No, he didn't.
He's getting up there. How old is he now? He's got to be
70s, I think.
Yeah, like he's not old enough that he's going to be able to helm a trilogy that lasts however many years it's going to take.
His passion is like art movies too, so I think he wanted to like go do like more art stuff, and then it just got so bad that he like got sucked back in. It says he's 75.
Yeah.
So actually, he's about to turn 76 in like 10 days. So.
And he just had a daughter like a few years ago, so.
Damn.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you know, I think people really shit on him for no reason. I mean, that's what got him to the point where he's like, I just want to sell and get rid of it.
Yeah.
And that was a mistake. And I hope the fans are happy because they drove him nuts. This is what happens, man. Like, people don't understand this shit. Like, you get involved in this stuff so much that you fucking go crazy on the people that create this stuff. They don't want to be involved anymore. And this guy got so much shit for one character that was made for kids, but people don't say, Jar Jar Binks wasn't for adults. He was for kids that wanted to go see the stupid movie.
And he wasn't that,
and
like...
because of that,
bad.
He tried to market another character towards kids, and it flopped. He was persecuted for it, and to the point where he's like, I just don't want this shit anymore. Disney can have it for no money, which is what happened, and they fucked it up.
Like, after episode 1, he fixed Jar Jar. He just made him like a senator, and he was in the background. It was fine. Like, it wasn't bad. It wasn't like it overtook the whole prequel trilogy.
He realized, okay, there's a lot of backlash for this character. Let's just write him off.
Yeah.
And that's it. And
like the Gungans were kind of dumb, but like you said, it was for kids, and it was just like a weird race of.
But I don't think people understand something here. The first movie was purposely tailored towards kids because Vader is a kid.
Right.
Then the second movie is tailored towards young adults because he's a young adult. The third movie is tailored towards adults because he starts killing fucking kids. He starts going crazy. He starts killing his wife. Shit's going down in the third film. So he had, like in Resident Evil, you have the paintings in that room, like young life, young man, and then old man. That's what he was trying to like do in this movie, in these movies here. But a lot of people went over their heads. They just didn't get it. They didn't understand.
Well, also, it took place over like 6 years. Like it took 6 years for the 3 movies to come out.
Right.
So you had fans who got into it on one and they were growing up with it. So it kind of made sense
A
too
lot
that
of
it would
people
like
walked out of
evolve.
the movie of the first one saying, "Oh, it was the greatest movie I ever saw in my life," and those people 20 years later, like, "Oh, it's a fucking piece of shit."
I mean I loved it when I was a kid. I was like 9 when that movie came out. I thought it was great. So
Yeah.
it worked. It was tailor made to kids.
Yeah, and you guys in the chat, the reason why Sith worked was because it was for adults. That was the narrative. The narratives of the different movies. He had the story out there. Like, and that's what he was doing. But you don't have to like the movies. Like, that's the whole thing. Nobody had, just because I'm explaining what's going on with these things, you don't have to like the movies. You can still have your opinions. It's cool.
Yeah, like I know for me, I like the Clone Wars show, but I know people do not like that show.
Yeah. You know why? I would have watched that show, but the art style is just shit. Like, to me, that's not drawing. To me, it's just, the characters look like shit. And I'm just like, how is that art?
That's what sucks because it's good, but they look so crappy. Like that,
That's what I'm
I hate
saying.
that
That's a
art style
turnoff.
too.
Yeah.
It sucks because the story's really good in it, but
When I was a kid, they knew how to draw cartoons. Now it's like, oh
Well,
yeah,
especially like
make the guy's head a box and then make his body little and his legs fucking huge. It's like, that's not art. That's just being stupid and annoying.
like they did an interesting thing for this last season. They turned the last 4 episodes basically into like a movie.
Well, that's good. Again,
Yeah,
I'm
where
not saying it's a bad series. I just didn't like the art style.
yeah,
And
yeah, and that's
that's
kind of
what
a
turned me
thing that
off, you know?
yeah, it's
you
definitely
have to
good because
like
I
the art
watched
style
it.
in order to get into the story.
Yeah. So again, I'm not shitting on the show. It's probably great, but I don't take it seriously because of the art style.
Hey, fuck it. It added character to a visual character to basically a visual thing with Darth Maul, where it's like they actually added depth to him instead of him just being he's a dude with a double bladed lightsaber.
Well, that's what I like. They're able to expand on things in that show, and that's what makes it good. But they do look like crap. I mean, it's like, come on.
Like in this show, like in this last season, they do stuff where it's like with this last season, it's supposed to be set literally like minutes to days before Revenge of the Sith, and then where it is now, it is like during the events of Revenge of the Sith, is where this last 4 episode arc is. So they do like depth where they added a little callback where it's like, oh, Obi-Wan knew the entire time about Anakin and Padme. Like they add interesting things that films don't really have time to do, but if you don't like the art style, then you don't see this shit.
Yeah. And again, that's my ignorance. But to me, it's just like, it doesn't appeal to me, so I'm not going to watch it. And I'm the type of guy
Yeah.
where if it's not in the movies, if it's not a movie, I don't count it as canon, which is, again, it's ignorance, but at the same time, like Terminator, I never saw the Sarah Connor Chronicles. Because to me, if Arnold's not in it, or at least somebody's not in it from the original movies, I just don't care. And people are
And
like, oh,
usually when
that was a good show. It's
things,
like, okay, but it wasn't a movie, so I don't count it.
yeah, because what a lot of things also like to do is usually if it's a movie that has other stuff, or if it's a game, usually those things are the ones that take over the canon.
Yeah. Riot respects that people still shit on Christian Haydenson to this day for the Anakin in the last 2 movies. Yeah, well, whoever was gonna play that role was still gonna get on shit. Was still gonna get shit on to this day.
Yeah,
Well, look at the kid
It's
who
the
played
most
Anakin in the
iconic
first
role,
movie.
and no matter who you would have fit in there, they were gonna get shit for it. Kind of like Ben Affleck
Well,
as Batman.
look at the kid Jake Lloyd who played Anakin in Episode 1. He was shit on so much at school and everything.
Yeah, he's a
He
drunk and
quit
everything.
acting entirely,
Yeah,
and he gets PTSD and anxiety whenever someone is
but you see,
recording him.
that's why people just don't understand these fucking movies. Like, people are crazy. It's just a fucking
It's the crazy
movie, man.
fanboys that like to pick apart everything.
Yeah, just
They're not
enjoy
good
the
movies,
film.
but like they're bad movies. So what?
Enjoy the film, or if you don't like it, then just say, all right, I'm not going to watch it anymore. Done.
I hated Batman v Superman, but I didn't fucking
You didn't
spend
go
my
after
entire
Jeremy
life.
Irons. You motherfucker, you were great in all these other movies and you sucked in this one. How dare you?
Like, there's actors that I love that do shitty movies.
The guy that
I
played
love
Jar
Christopher
Jar actually
Walken.
tried to commit suicide too, right?
Which they've hired him back for a game. He's going to do a game show on Disney Plus.
Well, that's good. I mean, the guy. There's no reason why that guy should have killed himself over a fucking role. I mean, come on.
Who cares? You were Jar Jar Binks. People made fun of you for it.
Yeah. I tried watching Clone Wars, but I gave up during season 3. I couldn't get into it. Says the Richard.
Richard, you got to start like season 4 and go from there.
You're just
1,
messing
2, and
with him.
3 are shit.
You're doing that on
Speaking
purpose.
speaking of horrible art styles, did you see the art style for the Star Trek cartoon that's supposed to come out?
No. Do I?
It was
wanna see
supposed to
this?
be on Nickelodeon. Now they're saying it's going to
Nickelodeon?
be
Oh,
an
'cause it's
adult.
Paramount, right? Okay.
Well, now they're saying it's going to be an adult animated Star Trek. I posted it in the Discord. Look at that.
It's dead.
There's a literal cat. Like a legitimate cat is is part of the show.
Dude, get the fuck out of it. Like, this is.
Why do they think we want that? Why do they
This
think?
looks really bad.
They have a show like Picard, which is like a top tier show, and then they make this, and they think that that's what we want to see. Now, if it was tailor made for kids and on Nickelodeon, that's fine. But now that they're saying it's going to be more for adults and it's going to be on CBS All Access, they got to fix
Oh.
this. I mean, that is horrible.
No, I think they're going to stick with this art style. You know what they're going to try and do? They're going to try and make it like a... They're going to probably have them swearing and making fart jokes and shit.
Yep.
They're going to try and turn it into like a fucking...
It's supposed to come out this year, so this is it. It's going to look like that.
God bless
Ugh.
Paramount.
That looks rough.
There's a literal cat in a Starfleet uniform. Like, why?
Because that universe does have cat aliens, so reference.
Well, there was an animated series in like the 60s or 70s, and there was like a cat person, but she looked like a legit alien, not like a house cat in a uniform.
Yeah,
That's
it looks
horrible.
bad. But if it's adult, it's definitely going to be like a fucking either a Rick and Morty style where it goes all weird, or they're going to make fart jokes and try and be all like hokey and shit.
I hope that they don't count it as canon because my God, I don't know. They could really screw some stuff
Who
up.
even knows what the fucking canon is? Because isn't Picard now a completely... It's not even canon from the old TNG? It's
No,
like
it is. What happened
is?
was the J.J.
Hey,
Abrams
listen,
movies.
there's some guy on YouTube in a mask, Doomcock,
Yeah.
and this guy gives out
Doomcock.
so much fake information about these shows. It's to the point where I don't even fucking look at him anymore. He's a fucking joke, that guy. This
No,
guy,
what happened?
all the guy does is fucking lie about these shows for no reason.
Well, people thought like originally that it wasn't gonna be, so maybe he was just like wrong.
No, he's saying I saw it. It has nothing to do with the movies. That's why I asked you, and you
No,
were like,
it 100% has to do.
Yeah,
It
and
literally,
you're telling me different. I'm like, well, that guy's full of shit. Then I'm not even gonna bother with him.
literally, it concludes Star Trek Nemesis, which was the movie from 2002. It literally like ends that in a way. But
Right.
what they did was people are confused because the J.J. Abrams movies take place in a parallel universe called the Kelvin timeline, and what they did was that the Spock from the regular universe went to that parallel
Take care,
timeline
Ryan. Respect. Have a good one.
later, and he warned them about he got sucked in because basically a planet was being destroyed in our universe, and so Picard takes place after that planet was destroyed in the prime timeline. So
Okay.
it's not
Oh,
even that
okay.
confusing. It's just like people just don't understand it.
Yeah,
so
that guy's
Because
that guy's a
for
fucking
a
idiot,
while
man.
there was people did think that it took place in the Kelvin thing.
no,
so-
it's the prime timeline, and it completely wraps up Nemesis, like what happened in Star Trek Nemesis. So it's not bad. It's a good
with
show.
Shinzon.
Well, it doesn't touch on any of that stuff because that kind of like ended, but it sums up Data, like what happened to Data, and he's dead and all that. It's mostly about Data the whole first season. So,
Yeah, and of course it's another one of those things where some fans are not into it and some people like it. I don't know.
it's very different, but it's okay. You know, it's not like I didn't go in there expecting to watch like Next Generation Part 2, you know. But there was a script like a really long time ago that was gonna get made into a show where like it was supposed to be way in the future and like Starfleet was not necessarily the good guys anymore. It was almost kind of dystopian, and they took a lot from that script, and it kind of is like that. So
yeah, because they're racist now towards alien races, and it's like, wait, aren't you a fucking United Starfleet that's supposed to be all these different planets, and yet you're like, fuck you.
Well, it was like Romulus was their enemy for hundreds of years, and the planet was destroyed, and then they turned their back on the refugees. So it was like, you know. Was it right? Was it wrong? That's the whole point of it. It's like, you know.
Yeah, because it's very politically charged. Is what they planned.
Right. So I don't know. Whatever, but not to bore everyone.
It's one of the issues people have with it. I haven't seen it.
It's not overly political to the point where it makes me like nauseous. It's like, all right, whatever. They could throw their things in there, but I don't think of it as like a political show.
No, it's. Yeah. I think the other issue people have with it is like it goes too action-y, and people just want Star Trek to be what it is, but it's like it's art. It has to kind of update itself.
Well, it's a totally different.
I don't know if a campy like TNG style thing could have. I mean, maybe, I don't know, but.
Well, it's the first time that they're doing, besides Discovery, that they're doing a show where, like, typically the formula is they're an exploration ship, and then they'll have a couple episodes or, like, a season where it's, like, there's continuity to it. You know, it's not, like, a fresh start every time. Like, obviously there's always the overarching continuity, but, you know, in TNG, the next week you'd watch it, and even if you didn't watch the week before, you'd understand it. These new shows are doing it like a real series that you binge, where it's like every episode is contingent upon the next one. So people are confused about that too, but I don't know. Everyone in the chat's probably like dead. They're probably like tuned out as soon as we started talking about this.
Yeah. Went too much into the other shit that is an Xbox. They're like, fuck you, we're out.
Yeah, we like went off on a tangent, so.
Hey, might get a Star Trek game on the Xbox, you don't know.
That last one they made was great, based off the movie. It was fine.
Was that the Gears of War style third-person shooter?
I wish. But Star Trek Online is pretty popular still, so... whatever. Anyway.
I think we're going to wrap
I guess we'll see Thursday.
Yeah, we're going to
we'll see
what's going to happen there. And,
sure we'll have stuff to talk about on next week.
Yes. There'll be a lot to unpack. Richard said he knows nothing about Star Trek.
That's okay.
All you need to know, Richard, is that aliens are bad.
Give me this.
And that one time Quentin Tarantino said, I don't know what a Kelvin universe is.
Yeah, he's supposed to be making a movie.
Oh, that's not happening. That's never happening.
That's fine. I'm okay with that.
I actually want to see that.
An R-rated.
Just watch Discovery. They literally talk about Klingons having 2 wieners. Like, legitimately. So.
Fucking Discovery.
2 wieners?
The Klingon, they go to Kronos, and the Klingon's taking a piss in an alley, and there's 2 streams, and they're like telling you, like, hey, he's got
Kronos.
Got 2 over there, man.
They also do dumb shit like they had a spy where they took a Klingon and turned him into a human.
Yeah, that show is stupid. I mean,
that show is what is probably doing more damage than what people think Picard is doing. It's like, no, Discovery is just.
Yeah, let them do whatever they want over there. You know, that's fine, but that's the show that's turning people off.
Yeah.
What they want over there. You know what's going to happen. They're going to merge both. And then you're really going to be screwed.
I'm almost positive there was a Klingon tit, too, in one of the episodes. Like, I'm not even kidding. I want to say
they did set it up because I think the next season of Discovery, it's set in the future because they jumped like 100 years in the future or something.
Yeah, they said it's going to somehow tie into Picard because they know everybody likes Picard. So they're like, ooh, you got to watch this now.
I don't
Yeah.
know. It's
I can't even crop this stupid image. Alright, fuck.
wow. The
Anywho.
entire last episode of Clone Wars just got leaked. Whoops.
Alright, guys, we're gonna wrap it up tonight.
Yep.
I have to do with Eli the Patreon show. Which,
Good luck.
If you're a Patreon supporter, you can listen live in a few minutes. Give me about 15 minutes. And we're going to get that wrapped up. That's pretty much it. I want to thank Grayson and Frank for doing the show again tonight.
Thank you.
No, thanks.
And that'll be it. Let me get to YouTube and hit the button.
Oh,
What?
we're doing Game Complainers Thursday, everyone.
Yeah, we're doing
Just so
Game
you know.
Complainers on Thursday because the news is going to get out Thursday morning. So everyone's set for Thursday night. No Game Complainers Wednesday, Game Complainers on Thursday night this week.
Yep.
So everyone take care, stay safe. You guys stay safe and take care.
Yeah.
All right.
You too.
Yeah, and we'll catch you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.